Okay, welcome guys. Merry Christmas. So it's going to be our Christmas stream, which I've been sort of threatening to do, but it's a lot more earlier than my normal chat tactic session. So anyway, I'll just make sure that's all up and running. We have a lot of storms going on at the moment. It's sort of it's now Boxing Day for me, but I know it's going to be Christmas Day for most of you. So I hope you are having a great Christmas. I don't know how many we'll get. This is one of these days where there'll either be people who are in between doing different things, or maybe you don't not doing anything on Christmas Day. So if you are, then I hope this is going to be fun. I did have, well, it's already Boxing Day for me, so I had a reasonable Christmas. It was not the best Christmas. We were planning on having like a family get together, but unfortunately, part of the family was had a tummy bug, which meant that we couldn't all get together, which was a bit of a shame. But anyway, that's the way it goes. I don't know what to play, actually, to be honest. I'm sort of thinking, okay, what are we going to get into today? What are we going to get into? So I'm sort of half thinking. Hi, Michael. How are you going? I'm thinking of either just playing and hi, Topless. Merry Christmas. Yeah, I'm thinking of just either. I was thinking Age of Wonders 4 has got that sort of that icy sort of feel. We could certainly play sort of like in the snow and the ice in there. Or Fortress even. Master of Magic is a really cool game as well. God, there's so many good games. So many good games. Distant World says Viper Dave. We could do that one. Yeah, I did sort of have that in my little short list of things that we could possibly have a look at. I've started a Shadow Empire run over on Twitch, so I don't really want to start another one of those. But and I'm also recording at the moment Galactic Civilizations 4, which is also awesome at the moment. God, there's some good stuff in that. Some really good games. Gladius. I did on Twitch. We actually did a live stream, a multiplayer live stream for the guys that do the Slytherin streams, and that was really good fun as well. So Topless is saying, just attempted Shadow Empire, too much to learn while drinking. Yes, but the trouble with, yeah, you're right. The trouble with Shadow Empire is that if you forget to do something at a critical stage, like it's where you just haven't done something that you should have done, it can really impact you. Like I was saying, Xenonauts 2, I've been doing a run of that over on my Twitch channel as well. I've sort of now got to a point where I probably won't be playing any more of that over there. I don't know if I want to start a new one so quickly after that one, to be honest. But yeah, Xenonauts 2 is really good. Gal Civ, as I said, I'm in the middle of recording for that one, so I don't want to confuse the issue here on YouTube. If it was on my Twitch channel, yeah, I probably would actually go and do it. Hi, Mike. Merry Christmas to you as well. Yeah, so I think, what do we get a short list of games, or do we just play one? I mean, I've got Kerbal Space Program to an interesting stage at the moment where we have a rescue mission that we'll need to do. So that's actually an interesting one. I'm sort of gravitating back towards, like, it's really hot here in Australia, so I'm sort of gravitating towards something that's going to feel cold, because I know that the traditional North Pole type stuff. Michael's saying maybe something new. Then I haven't I've started to do a little bit of Kerbal Space Program stuff here on YouTube. Other things that I haven't done, which I don't know. Dominions. Oh, well, you can see there under embargo/sponsor. I've actually on the beta for Dominion 6, so I'm going to wait until that comes out, actually, because I've been doing that one down there. So, I'm not allowed to talk about it. I'm not allowed to show that one. So I'm allowed to talk about what's there publicly, but I can't actually open her up and show what's actually in there. But I would love to. I would love to be able to do that. Yeah, Dominions would be cool. But as I say, I'm beta testing the new version at the moment. Hi, Urusop, Merry Christmas, and Merry Christmas to anybody else that's out there as well. So for me, it's sort of coming back down to what is it? Well, Age of Wonders, Dwarf Fortress would be. We could sort of. It's going to take a little while to get into that one. I've also on slightly limited time. I've got about at least 3.5 hours, I think. So that's a fair bit of time. Hi, Chris. How you going? So you're saying happy Christmas / holidays? Yep, to everyone. Yeah, no, it's well, I hope everyone's having a good Christmas. I know it's sort of one of those times of the year where some people really don't have good Christmases, and so you know, I hope that you're not in that boat. I always sort of feel you know, it's these sorts of, I don't know, these sorts of occasions can sometimes not be the best occasions for a lot of people. I think I had heard somewhere that that, you know, particularly for, you know, like for homeless people and stuff like that, it becomes a very difficult time of the year. So hi Admiral, how you going? Saying happy Boxing Day to you, Daz, and hope your Christmas was a great one. Yeah, it was. Look, it was. I said before, it was okay. Like, it was good, but it wasn't great because we couldn't all get together just because of some illness in with my granddaughter at the moment. So she, yeah, she was a bit contagious, and so it was sort of one of those things where we sort of had to sort of keep everyone separate. But we did do some chats and stuff like that, but it wasn't what we had planned. But I did do a surf patrol in the early morning, like at the start of Christmas, which was good. I always enjoy that. I've got another one today, actually. That's why I've got to leave early again. That's why I can't just do a chat tactic today, because I'd be leaving I'd be leaving at the traditional time when I'm still actually recording that. So I thought I'd come in a bit earlier and do something. Okay, so let's get a short list of games. I think Kerbal is would be on the short list. I want something. I've only just woken up, so I'm going to get something I can sort of play in auto. Hi Z Drive, how you going? So I think we'll have Kerbal, Age of Wonders, Distant Worlds 2. Should we just keep it to that? And then you guys, that's exactly what I wrote in the description, actually. One of those. There's some really other cool games that, like Quasimorph, for example, is a great little game. Very unforgiving, but good fun. But should we just keep it to one of those? That way I can sort of just play for an extended period and even sort of flip across if we do something. As I say, Kerbal, I've got to a position in the new setup where that one is, we've got some missions to do. A mission to rescue. We've got a rescue mission as well as a landing mission on the Mun, or the Moon. So I think we'll just keep it to those. Yeah, I'm not seeing any other games there that are really leaping out at me. Yeah, Chris is saying, what about Master of Magic? Yeah, I'm happy to play that one as well. If you're wanting to have a look at that one, it's yep. So we can certainly do that one. So Admiral saying, been playing Kerbal a lot myself lately. Yeah, Kerbal is actually now really quite playable. It's really quite good. Even the other day we were talking about Warlock. That's sort of one of those ones that does come up. Well, are you guys happy with Master of Magic? Is that something that we have a crack at? Just start playing that one and go with Master of Magic. I'm happy to go that way. If you prefer that over something like Age of Wonders 4, either way, I'm happy to go with whatever. So if we're going to be playing, so Michael's saying War Tales or Battle of Westnoth. As I said, so many good games. Yeah, there are a lot of good games. I haven't really played much much of the War Tales, actually. I've got it down there to try. It's in my try area, but I haven't really given it much of a go. So I don't think I want to do that at this stage because I've only just woken up. So probably like that one would require me to get my head into gear and learn it. So I don't really want to be doing that one through there. And Tenra is saying, have you played The Last Train? I've got it in there. That's it there under... I was supposed to... I had it... Like, it wasn't... I got it early, but I haven't actually played it. So that's another one that I don't really want... I don't really want to be going and starting something that I haven't not really used to at this stage. Zarks is saying, actually, a few of you have asked for Gal Civ. All right, let's play Gal Civ. I can see a couple of you have actually asked for that one. Yeah, Zarks is saying War Tales is great. Mark's is saying, I'd say, Age of Wonders. Is there a way that we can vote in YouTube? I don't know if there is. See, in Twitch I can just set up a very simple poll and just go for it. Is there a way for us to vote? Well, I guess I could roll a dice. No, I don't have my dice here. My dice has fallen off the desk somewhere. Unless it's under here. No, not sure where the dice has got to. Not having much luck. Yeah, so we've got. All right. So what I might get you to do is if you just type. So you haven't found anything of the new stuff I don't like in Galciv. Yeah, Galciv is really exceptional. Actually, it's just getting better and better as well. Okay, let's not have Distant Worlds 2 on the short list. Let's have Galciv on the short list. Age of Wonders 4, Master of Magic, and was there any thought about Kerbal? Should we not bother with Kerbal? I want to keep it just down to a small number. I'd say anything from the embargo and sponsor group on your desktop. Yes, I would love to be able to show, particularly the first two that you got there, Dominion 6 and Field of Glory Kingdoms. I would love to be able to show those. Yeah, okay, so Galciv, what I'll get you guys to do then, if you just type, number 1 will be Galciv, number 2 will be Age of Wonders 4, and number 3 will be Master of Magic. So if you just don't mind typing a number 1 for Galciv, number 2 for Age of Wonders, number 3 for Master of Magic, and we'll play with that one there. So so 1, 2, or 3 in the chat if you don't mind. And that way I'll just go with whatever the vote is. I think that's the easiest way to do a vote here on YouTube. I wish that YouTube had the same sort of functionality as the as what Twitch actually has. Yeah, so typing. So 3 is okay. It looks like at this stage we've got Master of Magic. Oh no, here we come with Galciv. Okay, it's at the moment even between. No, it's actually at the moment we've got Galciv slightly winning, so slightly ahead. All right, let's do some Galciv. Yeah, let's do some Galciv. Done and dusted. So yeah, the ethnology update has come out, as well as the DLC, the Tales of Centauron, which has just come out as well. And I don't know where the split is to be actually, to be perfectly honest. I don't know where the Tales of Centauron adds things and where the ethnology update adds stuff in. And I guess what we could do, like there's the original factions have all been really fleshed out a lot with unique stuff. I don't know about the AI factions, and to be honest, I'm interested to see if the AI factions have got the same sort of aspect as these other ones. But I'm thinking we could actually. There we go. We've got Gerturthi saying he's voting for number 4. Yeah, Dwarf Fortress would have been fun as well, but the Dwarf Fortress, unfortunately, it takes a long time to set up a game. But great game. I've also got to, at some point, put together my best list of 2023, and also my most anticipated games of 2024, because there's a lot of really good games coming in 2024. But 2023 has been a good year as well for games and DLCs and stuff like that. So yeah, there's certainly I've sort of been trying to think of my shortlist, what would be on it. And I keep on looking at different games and think, oh yeah, that's got to be on there. Like as I said before, Quasimorph is probably one of the most surprisingly good games that I've actually that I've played this year. I'm really impressed with that one. All right, so we'll just skip past all of this. So we'll start a new game. I won't play from where I have been. Let's just get into it. Now, in terms of factions, I think I might steer clear of generating of any of the generated factions, because I don't know if they end up having they're not as fleshed out, I don't think, as what they've done with the ethnology update with some of the existing ones. So. Okay, so Michael's saying, any chance you could choose the commander ships with the health last movement to fleet makes life easy? Yeah, okay, we can. If you just tell me what you guys want me to play. Hi, Spiraling, how you going? Merry Christmas. So what I think we can do through here. Does anyone have any preference? I think. Look, I always like. So I think what we'll do is we'll play with the stock standards, the originals. I think so. Even going in from here with the Zoloxy, we've got the Zoloxy, which is just a nihilistic sort of crime lord one, which would be fairly difficult to play. The Arceans are sort of like more your traditionalist, vigilant, loyal, almost sort of like, I always see these as almost being like samurais in space. The Drengen. So Chris is saying, I bought Dune Spice Wars at a discount. Have you played it? Yes, yeah. I've actually got a series on it that I've been playing. That's actually a really good game. There's a lot to like about Dune Spice Wars. I almost said that in my list to play, but it's probably just going to be a little bit long to sort of get into it. Admiral's then saying, maybe you can include the Steam year in review again at some point. Yeah, I think it's the Steam year in review. Is that something that Steam puts out? Yeah, actually, Cornish is saying corporate sector. So if we go down, no, that's the Kryn Syndicate. There's corporate there. No, that's Iconian. Where are they? That's not them either. It's this in here. Here we go. Corporate. Yeah, I've clicked too fast. Let's just go back into there. I don't know if these have got... That's funny. It hasn't actually... That one's... Oh, there we go. Now we can see the whole thing. I don't know how fleshed out these are, to be honest. I know that it's only the old originals that have really been fleshed out. So I don't think I'll play that one. It's sort of more... It's more these originals, like from your Taurians, which... I don't think any of these have been fleshed out. I know that the Rebels, the Terran Resistance, has been fleshed out. That's been fleshed out. The Korath clan, I'm already playing that one, so we won't play that one through there. So Zarks is saying Daz is the chic of the dunes. Admiral Sen saying, yeah, it shows you in comparison to average players, number of games played, etc. Oh, I'm with you. Yeah, okay. I'll have to have a look at that. That's a good idea, actually. So it's sort of one of those things where, yeah, actually that might be a good place for me to start looking, actually. I was thinking of doing a live stream, but my next chat tactic happens to fall on New Year's Day, so that's another weird one. But maybe that would be a good one to do. Maybe that's something I could do on that day. So like exactly a week away happens to be New Year's Day. So I think we'll stick with either Resistance, or we go back up to probably anything from these 5 in here, 6 with the other one through that other side. Just see if I can find this dice. So we can get like a random... Oh, there it is, a random selection. So we'll go with like 1 from the top, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 is the one down the bottom there. So let's just go and start that way, and then we'll just manipulate it as we go. Number 2. So we're going to be playing as the Arceans. So I'm pretty sure these have been fleshed out. So I haven't checked all of the factions, but the Arcean Empire. I don't think I've ever played this in any of the games, to be honest. I've always just skipped to other things that are either more aggressive or more peaceful. So like the Altarians. So the Arcean Empire are famous for their commitment to neutrality, a trait that is almost fatal to them. Liberated by the Terran Alliance, they now strive to rebuild their empire, vowing to never be subjugated again. Alright, so we start off with a flagship colony ship. We're vigilant, loyal, traditionalist, and carbon-based, so we can sort of adapt things. We'll just go next. Okay, Shizzle, how are you going? Merry Christmas to everyone. So in this case, do we get to change the ship? The ships should be in here, I thought. Maybe we can't edit some of these. I don't think we've got a choice in terms of ships. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I can't see where we can actually then go and change. We can change the traits back down through here. This is new in now as well, the UI colours and stuff in the game. The game is such a lively game. It's like, it really does look good. I'd love to be able to change these in game for the other factions around you. I tried with the option that gives 2 artifacts from survey. That's very powerful. Oh, okay. Anyway, let's just go next. Yeah, I don't have the option unless I start up a completely new faction, which I don't want to do because the I don't know. I think that some of the stuff for the new factions has been included, but I'm not really sure. We'll play with bright, game pacing normal, research rate slow, minor races occasional, hostile entities. Let's just bring them back down a shade to say common, civilization proximity distant. That's all okay. Galaxy size, I'll still keep that on tiny, but with a few sectors. Star frequency will be uncommon, so there won't be too many stars in it. Habitable planets, let's ramp that up a little bit to common. Extreme planets abundant. Might bring that one down a little bit as well. And resources will go uncommon. Yes, yeah, so we've got to sort of fight over these things. That'll make this a bit more difficult, I think. Yeah, so Zarks is saying, what's the latest version of the game? Mine shows 2.2. Yeah, 2.2 is the latest version. That is the ethnology update. So we'll just go next. So I might just change also. I'll just go to next and through here. Just play with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so that'll be 6 random players in this one here. Start the game. And I will actually just change the title while this is loading in. Yeah, so sorry, the command ships, we didn't actually get a choice there. So I'll just, we'll just have to go with the flow. Yeah, so I've never actually really played as the Arceans. I think I may have played with them once in Galciv 3. Or even Galciv 2. I think that's when they came in. It's such a great loading screen, this one. This for me is probably one of the best starting screens that I've ever seen. It really is so good. Like, it really gives you a sense of scale that the game is, the game itself doesn't have, but it's sort of that I don't know. For me, I think it's just awesome. Here we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Arcea, never broken, ever vigilant. So one of the oldest races in the galaxy was the Arceans, who provided the genesis for the idea that the hyperdrive to the Terrans. A gesture which led to the arms race, which nearly pushed, so blah, blah, blah. There's nothing else through there. Strengths and weaknesses is the important thing. The Arcean Empire has not left with many assets, just their homeworld and a few precious resources they liberated from the Drengam. They've come back from the brink tougher and more resilient than ever. The Arcean people have a long history of nobility and neutrality, but the occupation has left them much less willing to forgive offences or tolerate threats to their freedom. So I don't think there's any impetus in the game to actually push us towards neutrality. I think that's just backstory stuff. So I think it's sort of now we've learnt our lesson not to be neutral. So, and I'll have to have a look and see what benefits we actually do get. So we've got a few different, where are we? We're right on the edge of a very, very small sector, and we should have at least one other group in with us, at least one other in this particular sector. Now, this is a worry. It may be worth restarting again, just because we've got nothing inside our range. Like, this is not a good start. So we go Control N, and we'll just get a restart. I love this in the Stardock games. They've had this for ever since they built out Elemental. To have a Control N. If you don't like your start, just Control N, and the same settings will then be applied. And away we go. So we've now got the same sort of deal in through this other side. You end up with the same system at the start, but that's better. We've now got 2 systems which are close enough for us to actually be able to colonize. We also have a looks like a yellow/orange type star. We have another orange star out through here as well. These often colonizable, and we also have a blue star which often it doesn't have colonization available to it. So that one will be sort of interesting to have a bit of a look at. In terms of our abilities, what do we actually end up having? So if we have a look at the Now we can open this screen up through here, the data banks, and just see exactly what we do get. This is newish. This came in 2.1 to actually be able to see what you actually have for your actual faction. And so in this case, we can look at the timeline. Yeah, we haven't come across anyone else yet. We don't know who else we're going up against. So traditionalism believes in the importance of preserving established customs, practices, and institutions. So that one won't have a massive impact on what we're trying to do initially. The citizens, so these have got, now what have they got through here? Makes them unlikely to be ideological. Instead they revere the military, and Arcean soldiers gain additional approval and are never pacifists. So this is actually something where, again, this is like where I've always sort of seen these as like samurais. So they're going to be fairly strong. I don't know if the military refers to soldiers or ships. Let's have a look and see what else we've got. We're loyal. So this leaders all have +10 loyalty and cost 25% less to recruit. +1 culture points when a leader is assigned to a command ship. This is actually good stuff. So -25% leader cost, yeah, +10 loyalty and +5 persuasion. Back over through here, vigilant. So star bases have larger areas of effect. That's cool. So enemy ships are slowed, and player ships gain an attack bonus when in the area of any starbase. Makes available text that increase movement speed. So that's actually really cool. It means we don't have to just rely on military starbases. Any starbases at all are going to be very, very helpful for us, and that's going to be able to slow down the enemy as well. So sorry, I'm missing a lot of the comments here, guys. So then we've got carbon-based, of course, just means it uses water and hydrocarbons. Populations require food in order to grow. So just stock standard pretty much in the game. Courageous, so this one here, +30% planetary defense to all of our worlds. That's cool. That means we're going to be much, much harder to invade. And that is quite big in the game. A bad liar. So we've got -10 perception, that's fine as well. Veteran, so +25% experience bonus. That's cool as well. Modifies how quickly your ships gain experience. So the command ships will be important for us to actually get hold of them. And militant, so increases your starting control. So we end up with +30 control, which is, so we've got 130 back up through there. All right, that gives us a really good feel for how the faction actually then does work. Let's just click on done, have a quick look and see what we can start off with in here. This looks like stock standard stuff. So we've got the draft colonists, 12 cooldowns. Sometimes we can't afford to wait for volunteers. This will provide a free colony ship. This is probably something that we do want to do right from the start, I think. We've got 1 colony ship, that'll give us 2. Telescope takeover is a good one as well. Now, one of the changes, I was going to say one of the problems, one of the changes with the game is that you no longer get the report from the planet. See how when I hover over that one, it used to show you all of the planets that were around it. Now that may have been part of a debug type thing, but anyway, we no longer have that option. So to have a look at something, this one here is nowhere near as valuable as it used to be. Control cost 15, there's no credit cost there. I mean, one thing I wouldn't mind doing is just seeing, like, we know that this one is one that we probably want to go for. This one we just don't know about. So this one here is interesting because there's 2 of them nearby. I'm gonna bet that there's a colonizable planet in here that we can sort of start off with. And that means that we're probably going to then be looking to bounce out to this other side. I would like to see this as well. So let's use this one here, this telescope takeover. Spend 15 control, yes. And we're going to pop that one, I think, in between these 2 and just sort of see what we end up with. All right, so that's given us an amazing world there, a volcanic world. No, that's going to have a lot of research by the looks of things. Pollution is very high on that world. That's all we see there. Actually, that's nice. It's a nice amount that we can then sort of go and see. So we don't need to really do too much else there. There is actually thulium in through that side. An artifact, yeah, that's okay. Yeah, just more artifacts down through that other side. Okay, so we can no longer do that one. Now this is slightly too far out, but by the time we get out close to that one, we should be close enough to be able to then grab that particular planet anyway. So at least we know that there is a colonizable planet back out there. Order fleets to go beyond their maximum rated speed. Yep, we don't need that one. This one here is print money. We don't want to do that one. We don't want the approval coming down. And draft colonists. Yeah, so this one here has got a 33. I think I'm going to grab that as well. So that just gives me another colony ship. So we've now got 2 colony ships. We also then just have our probe. I think we'll just tell the probe to go off. Actually, I probably do want to direct this into an actual area. So let's go up this way. And just get it looking up this other side. Let's go and send this one out to this world. And this one as well. Now we don't have any... we don't have much that we can do through here. We do actually have Hammer, which is a class 12 actually, which isn't terrible. It's got a lot of. We've got 6 food at the moment coming in. We're getting +4 income. That would then aid our income. But I think I want to expand before I do much else. So I'm just going to move this one also out this way at this stage. And I think we'll even build a 3rd colony ship and just go from there. So we'll have a look at the next thing actually we want to look at rather than research. Actually, yeah, maybe we'll do... No, we want to get the... We want to actually have the minister set up before we do the other one. So let's just go into here. We start off with a build queue for the Colonial Leadership Council, which actually opens up the it opens up the leader screen essentially. So I'm just going to buy this one straight away. So this one's going to cost me 23 credits. So that's now been bought. If we now just click on done and just leave there, we now actually have the leaders. We have 1 extra leader back out through here. Now looks like social is poor for us. That's very, very good intelligence, very good diligence. That's great there. The diligence, sorry, that's resolve. That's awesome. Okay, so if we have a quick look at the ministers. So we want a minister of technology. So Vega can go into that one. So he's giving us +10%. But the thing is, we end up with +1 random tech slot. So that'll give us an extra tech slot to look at. So that's really important to do that one on the first one. What do we got through there? Plague Survivor. Brilliant. And Ruthless Tactician. Okay, that's cool. That's all right. Recruitment. So actually with the ministers into here, the Minister of Exploration, this is based on diligence. Now I can always go back and replace these. Yeah, the 12 there, he's also extremely loyal. This one's incredibly loyal, but not really good stats. Okay, we'll grab you. It's just going to chop a bit more money. In terms of the command ships that we actually have available, we've got the Valiant. So there's a frigate, 8 hit points, 4 attack, so not very good with attack. It's a specialty is a flagship. It's more okay. So increases. Yeah, that's nothing much there. The Absolution, again, and just another frigate-sized ship, capable of delivering justice on their behalf. So I'm not sure what that one would do. That's just another flagship as well. And then we have another frigate. Wow, so we don't actually have anything bigger until we get back into here. And these are all pretty crappy, actually. All pretty crappy. Saying I need to go. Family calls, even though I'd rather watch. Yeah, Michael's saying Cost Sith would be a great commander, though. And Brunelli's saying Daz, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to all of you guys as well. I'm sorry I'm missing so many of the comments here, guys. So yeah, I hope you are having a good Christmas. I think we'll actually, yeah, it's like this diligence in through here though for the minister. I'll just pop him in there. We can always take them out of here and put them into other things, which may be something we do later on. But their social skills are terrible. Now that's going to be a problem for us on the planets. We managed to try to get somebody else that's good at it. Let's just click on done. That at least gets. We don't need the Minister of Colonization until we start to get colonies, and you can see that it increases the approval on all core worlds except for a home world based on the social skill of the assigned minister. And I don't think we've got anyone that's got any actual skills, do we? 3 and 2 is pretty terrible. So they're not going to do much. Now back to the world. Let's go and sort this one out. So if we have a look at the actual group that we have, we did luck out and get ourselves a entrepreneur, which we don't have access to at the start. So now this is this one's a criminal and warforged. Now the actual difference we actually end up having through here. Let's have a bit of a look. Yeah, I thought there was a way we could tell what they tend to get. So this is fairly average except for resolve as well. Not terrible all the way through there. Anyway, we'll just leave them there in this case. Let's go and build. So we've got a couple of places now. The first thing we want to be putting down is the capital city. We also then have a neural link, so utilizing the inherent trust of our people to form a neural interface between citizens that grow over time. Citizens' intelligence will gradually increase. Okay, that's useful. So this one is sort of like a research improvement. This is the unique stuff written at the top. So it's sort of like we do get extra research and so on and so forth. Now we've got a whole group of research down through here. We also then have xanthium. So it's priced by shipbuilders around the galaxy. There we go. So we end up with now the adjacency there is military and manufacturing. This one through here is +3 to research. So that one's sort of been cut in behind. I think that these are randomized each time, but we've got a big group in through there. Like that's the +2 to military. Yeah, there's not. I mean, the research may be down this way. Got more manufacturing back over there, population back into that side, food that way, if we need it. +3 to wealth. So I definitely want to be putting the capital into one of these two. I'm thinking there. I think we pop it there because that then gives us extra bonuses in around here. So let's go that side. Then we actually do have the world engine, which is a manufacturing improvement. So a massive power generation that taps the core of the planet. So manufacturing goes up by 25%, maintenance goes up by +3, pollution goes up by +20, which is actually a lot. But the adjacency, again, we get manufacturing and military coming right next to it. That way we could have possibly go off this other side and use this for manufacturing. There's influence back out there. That would then leave all of this for research. It's just that this is these potentially I think we might send research down this other side. This one here we've got +4 level to research and -1 level to manufacturing. Ooh, and that's the adjacency. So that would mean that we'd be wanting to really keep something. This we don't want to have any we wouldn't want to have any manufacturing near this thing at all. So and there we go. The intelligence goes up by +3 with the people on the planet. So it sort of makes this is a civilization achievement. This neural link. So that means the world engine. It means that this would have to become the technological capital, and would really need to make use of this area to make use of this. But if we have a look at that volcanic world, maybe the better world for it. The world engine. Yes, we're getting bonuses in here. If we treat the home world as manufacturing, think that's going to be more important to us. Or we avoid doing anything with that at all. How long will this take to build? Only 9 turns. It's sort of one of these things. I can always just get in the middle of it. Let's just wait and see what we've got. Let's just start the process of building this. And just click on done. That'll do. So Joel is saying, what game is this, please? Actually, that's one thing I needed to do. Sorry, guys. I do need to go and change this one. This will be, this is Galciv. Civilizations for Supernova. Arceans. There we go. Save. Done. So we've just changed that one. So that's cool. Right. Okay. So what? Yeah. So in this stage, we've got both these ships going off the other side. We have our this one here. We've got another one going off the other way. Now, I think what I'm just going to do is I'm going to micromanage this one a little bit and just get it to go across into places like this. Now, by having the Minister of Exploration, if we have a look back out, we now actually do have the range to pick up all of these different areas. So this is actually that Minister of Exploration has actually allowed us to move a lot further out than what we were looking at before. But we'll see how we go. Research. And the Minister of Technology is giving us subspace scanning. Now this one here gives us ship range of +2, so we get even more range. Sensor range of +2. Universal Translator, very, very important that we get this one early. And Colonial... this one here is really important. Unlocks the civilization screen and allows us to assign policies. We want to get this one as early as we possibly can, so I'm going to start there. It's only 3 turns to get that one. Done. Okay, so we'll do that one. And all we can build at this stage is another colony ship, a construction ship, which is something that we also want to be looking at, a supply ship, and a probe. But I think that we will just go with another one of these. We want to expand as much as we can at the start. So Joel's saying, C is saying, I have 3. Not sure if it's worth upgrading. You know, one of the interesting things about that, I was actually having a look at that the other day at the comments that people leave in Steam, and it's actually really quite fascinating. The people who really like version 3 of the game don't warm to version 4 all that much, which is sort of surprises me. If you like version 2 more than version 3, and I'm in that boat, then version, like, you love version 4, like so Galaxy 4 Supernova is for me the best of all of them by a long way, because it took a lot of the stuff that they did really well in all the other versions, but mainly 2. Like, they went back to Galaxy 2 a lot for their inspiration, and it built it up from there. So I think for people who are used to playing 3, it's a little bit of a disconnect, because it's a bit different now. So it's and also the upgrade, like if you've got the epic version of the game, you may not have the upgrade, and Supernova is definitely the is worth doing that one. It's funny because I liked Galciv 3, but I didn't the impact of it wasn't as great as what Galciv 2 was for me. Like, so I still enjoyed it, but I didn't love it. And whereas I got to say, I absolutely love Galaxy 4 Supernova, and it's the Supernova version I like that I love, not the original Galaxy 4 that came out. I also didn't warm to that as well. I thought, it's a bit clunky. I liked it again, but I didn't love it. Yeah, so Michael's saying wouldn't mind more ship packs from modders though in 4. Yeah, I think even a lot of the ones from 3 still actually work. The thing I don't like, the last time, I haven't looked at the mods for a long time, but the thing I didn't like about them was that it ended up they're not. It's hard to find what you want out of all of those different bits and pieces. So That's Lorena. Where's Lorena 1? Lorena 1. That must be it there. Yeah, so we will be heading out that way. See, little things like this, like when we have a look at this, Lorena 1 is got very, very high pollution. This is where the interaction of all the elements in Galaxy 4 is really quite amazing. It does have Promethean on the world. The plus 30 pollution, because it's volcanic, is a big problem. But the thing about this one is, when we look at the actual mix at the top, like it's got this is the minerals, so 2 lots of minerals. But it says that there's 4 technology, and that's actually fairly big. Like, that's actually a big thing. So so that should then mean that this will become a very, very good scientific planet, which is why I'm holding off building any sort of science in through here, because that science that we have actually diminishes your manufacturing. So I want to look at this planet before we do much else. We've done everything else we needed to do, I think. Cultural progression. Yeah, we won't have these for a while. I'll also be trying to play thematically when we play the game, within reasons. So this is now all of our space. Now we could rush the ship. I don't think I will. That one there is a poor world. I'm not going to. You can see there's another orbit there. Again, there's just little things in this game which are really quite nice. Alright, we're doing that one. We're just going out to see what's actually up this way. Okay, there's an orbit there, so we'll head out across this other side next. Oh, here we go. So, incoming message from the Elysian Vanguard. So we don't know what they're saying. So this is the one that we're sharing with. These are one that I created. This is an AI faction that I generated. Just doesn't matter what we do. So where do we see them? That's a worry that we've come across them. It must be here. It's an amazing world. It's another volcanic. Again, we can see there, that's actually got some good stuff. But we're not seeing where they came from. Here's an amazing one. This is a jungle world. Now this one here has got money, wealth, a little bit of food, a little bit of science, and a little bit of minerals. So, but this one's a good one as well, 23. So it's got a Monsantium deposit as well. So we've only got one more move there. So we'll actually claim that. This one here will just keep on coming across. I think it may be worth rushing for this one. The pollution is going to sort of impact a lot of what does go on. Move that one through the middle there. Thanks for Christmas. Merry Christmas to you as well. Yeah, so Michael's saying I like playing 3 with the Babylon 5 ship models. I've got a feeling that the models from 3 can be brought across into 4, I think, because there's an awful lot of them. Backbone. Yeah, so we're building this one now. I've got to be careful that I don't make a rod for my own back, particularly against someone that's so aggressive like the one that we just saw. But I think we may rush this one. If we do it, it's 216. Yeah, let's do it. Let's rush that one. Okay, the Arcea planet report. So the Arcean Empire stands at the threshold of a new galactic era. Leaders and visionaries gather on Arcea Prime to chart the course of the Empire's future amidst grand celebration. So we've got So in this case, adopt a policy of peaceful exploration focusing on diplomacy and research to build a galaxy-wide network of alliances and mutual understanding. Place an expansion, celebration, improvement on the homeworld. So this is where we end up with, this is another thing that's unique now to the, I don't know if this is the DLC or the, and you can't actually turn the, actually you could turn the DLC off and experiment with these. But this one sort of sets up an actual unique building. So place an expansion, celebration, improvement on the homeworld. Assertive, this one here, launch an aggressive colonization campaign, expanding the Empire's borders and asserting Arcean dominance throughout the galaxy. Place a colonization program, improvement on the homeworld, or strengthen homeworlds. So focus on fortifying the homeworlds, enhancing planetary defences, and ensuring that the foreign influence never becomes a problem for the Arcean people. Place a resistance centre on the homeworld. Now, I think I'm going to go this one through here. Place a colonization program, improvement on the homeworld. Let's just do that one there. If we go back and have a look at Arcea, we'll then find this has now been placed in through here. Colonization program. So increase the ratio of the population that have a citizen representative. So increases the ratio of the population that have a citizen representative. Not sure how that one works. Maintenance goes up. Growth is better. Population cap goes up by +3. So we now have 13. Okay, so we're just going to be growing a lot faster. Now the gross income goes up by +3 per level. We're on level 0, so we don't actually get that one at all. And the adjacency bonus is for wealth of only +1. It would be cool if it was there. I can't move it. There's nothing I can do. All I can do is destroy it. If I destroy it, I can't get it back. It's sort of like a unique one that we do get. Hi, Charank, how are you going? So Michael's saying even the animated ones, that would be nice for sure. I'm pretty sure, actually. I mean, it's we can save and have a look. I haven't looked at it for a little while. That was for me was the weakest part. Like mainly just finding what you want. So if I just click on done. And through there, I just wanted to see that improvement. If I just go and save the game, all of the interface now also changes to whatever faction you're playing, which is surprisingly good with what you're doing. So I just do this one. Livestream 01. We'll just save that one. And if we just go back out to the main menu. So if I restart, it goes back to the defaults. But down through here, we've got options, language, workshop. There we go. I haven't looked at this for a little while. But these are essentially just the various types of ships. Now, there are ship styles that have been set. Yeah, this is, for me, still not good enough. You still don't know what you want. Like if we just go into ship styles, so these are the various. So I think that ship styles are like we end up with a collection of ships. I think that's sort of how it works. So you've got like the Adeptus Mechanicus, Borg Collective ships. You got Chimera Naval Fleet. What else have they got in through here? Space Monster style. Yeah, I think that these are your actual ship styles. But I think some of them have come back in from 3, I think. But there's a fair few. This is the actual, as I say, Stargate command style. I think that the styles sort of dictate the overall look of everything. But I haven't really played with these, to be honest. So there's we have a look at one of these, for example. Yeah, okay, this is like a collection of different ships. So this puts the collections in. So if you're looking for like a Babylon 5 collection, it would need to be done like this. But at least that's sort of showing the full collections. If we just go back up again. And we've then got, these are the show items tagged with all of the selected items. So these are all ships, tiny ships, small ships, etc., etc. all the way through. But if we go even further back out, that's ship styles. If we get rid of that one there and have a look. Yeah, so there's civilizations as well. Should just go back out again. Is that the full lot? Yes, there's 455 civilizations. This was something I was a bit pissed off about. Not pissed off, but it annoyed me because it's so easy to build civilizations that it was a bit lazy. People weren't really fleshing them out properly. So there are the different civilizations you can download, but it's so easy now to do it. There we go, the toy factory. But there's so little information about what you actually get. So this would be cool if you could actually get these and they had like their own ship sets and things like that as well, but you don't get to see that. So there's just heaps of that sort of content. If you have a look at the turn that one off, then go back into like if we just go in, for example, into medium ships and just sort of see there will be like heaps and heaps of these. Yeah, 53 entries of these. So TIE bombers. Yeah, lots and lots of stuff in through here as well. Mainly Star Wars stuff by the looks of things. But if you wanted to play like in a Star Wars style, you can just download the Star Wars ships and just use those. So there is the styling through there. Hi Charank, how are you going? I don't know if I said Merry Christmas before. Michael's saying thanks, Merry Christmas to you all as well. And Michael's saying thanks for showing. I'll try and see if I can figure out at some point. So Kay Shizzle saying I don't think we could defeat Santa. See, the trouble with that Santa one will be that it will just be a civilization on its own. And this, unfortunately, is just where this is not quite as fleshed out as it needs to be. Like the ratings don't really sort of work, but there's so many subsets to what does go on. So what do they have in here? Like, for example, at this stage, we still can't build. Actually, that's interesting. They have actually put in. Not the elves. Well, this is more fleshed out than what I've seen in a lot of other factions, to be honest. To actually have the different sorts of elf types and stuff. Yeah, interesting. That's interesting. Anyway, yeah, but that will grow and grow, I think, over time. There's only one comment there. Yep, that's fine. All right, let's get back to the game. And oh, sorry, I just closed down the game. I'm guessing exit game means exiting the game. So when we come in, it'll just reset the overall look. But there's a lot to like about the game, and I think it's just going to get better and better over time as well. The actual, from what I've read, you know, they've actually been putting more and more people on building content for or not just content, but actually fleshing out and doing these. The updates are getting better and better and better. Like 2.2 was surprisingly, like it had things in there I just wasn't expecting to see in the game. I didn't think that they would actually head in certain directions, and it really has enhanced the game a lot. Here we go. Someone was saying, "I know, I feel a halfling race coming." Yes. So we'll just go continue. Yeah, but I think the thing with Gal Civ, it looks beautiful on the screen. I find it sort of energizing to play. Like it just looks great, but you play it like a board game basically. It's sort of almost like a space-based board game is, I think, a good way to think about the game. Just move forward. So boarding. Now we've got to send somebody on board this particular ship. Here we go. We can start to see these. So intelligence is lowish there. 3, 4. I don't want to send this one because he's a entrepreneur. So it's going to have to be one of these. So it's going to come down to their diligence, I think. 4, 5, 6. I'll take the middle of the road. So he boards the backbone 2. Done. Got new tech, colonial policies. Choose new tech again. Now the armed shuttles, I think we're going to need to do that one fairly soon. We do want to get the universal translator though as well. Increases movement. Yeah, I think we'll go this way. Provides two free warships. We'll just start that way. Oops, hang on. No, we don't want to do that. I've got the wrong ship selected. So there's nothing much else in around this particular world. I would like to see these actually. Probably, I've got a feeling that the other one's probably started back up in here somewhere, I would imagine. Alright, so this one here, we've got a, this is class 23, pollution only 6%, jungle, going to be a good mix, but mainly going to be a little bit of food, a little bit of wealth. So we'll go into that one. So we've got a fair bit of money, which we're going to need for these 3 planets. Thrindor 2, yes. So Paul is saying, is the Tales of Centauron edition worth getting? And it's a hard one for me to talk about, because I actually don't know where the cutoff is between 2.2 and Tales of Centauron, to be perfectly honest. I'll come back and like there is. It does more story events, and it does more of the same sort of stuff now. Because for example, that unique improvement that we had on the homeworld, I don't know if that's from 2.2. I think that may be from Tales of Centauron. So you end up with a lot more of that sort of stuff, like where there's more uniqueness to the factions and to the way that you then are playing. So it's one of those things where I'm really looking forward to the next DLC, which is going to sort of it's going to be a lot more expensive, the next one, but it's going to add a lot more to it. Like this one, I think Tales of Centauron is relatively cheap. So food grown on Thrindor 2 has a distinct taste. Locals don't notice anything unusual, but off-world visitors find it exceedingly strange and even exotic tasting. Of late, the outside world has developed a faddish taste for this colony's food, and there have been much demand for the export of it, even to the point of leaving this colony short of food. What are your orders? So invite more colonists to the planet to increase production. So we get collectivism, so +1 collectivism trait, and we get +20% to manufacturing. Use all the available fertile land to grow more of the strange food. This one is totalitarianism, increases, and we get +3 farming. Or, this isn't food, it's revenue, export everything for sale. And so we end up with less farming, which I don't want because we've got 2 volcanic planets, and none of these really are sort of like aligned with what we've been going for. That increases to 1, increases to 1, increases to 1. So we don't actually have anything at all. I think I'm going to go with this one here. Or maybe with manufacturing. Manufacturing really is super important. But then so is farming and food. We need to have a food planet, and this is probably a good one. It's probably the only one we're going to really get initially is going to be able to do that. So let's go this way here. So we'll make this into a food world, and we will actually put a governor here. The food is going to be then pushing food back to the home world. So when we have a look at the food, you can see there that we've got food of 14.42 with the food consumption of -4. Food is a global resource, and so when we have a look back at the what's happening back in through here, we have a look at the food coming back in. Farming input of 15.3. It's not showing us what's coming back in from the other world just yet. I'll let that one go for a little bit longer. I've got that one. This one here has to claim this world. Right. So we now have an empty slot for civilization policies. So we've got coerced colonization. So with this one here we get growth, but at the cost of approval, and we don't want to do that really. Heart of the Empire, so this is influence and income are only applied to the home world, but we do get an influence and income of going up, which would be good. Land exploitation, so income goes up, pollution goes up as well. So we don't want to do that one. Professionalism, we're loyal people. This is allowed since we get this from the loyalty trait. This has allowed our officers to form bonds that so we get experience of plus 50%. We don't need that. So I think Heart of the Empire is probably the easy one for us to go and choose in through here, and that's increased our income by another +1 back up through the other side. So that would be helpful. That would be good. Now we've got medium taxes. If we go back to normal, it's +6. Approval is a multiplier. And like if I go to low, that's only going to +2. We're not getting that much extra. Medium 59, we are getting, I think we'll keep medium. If we go to high, it then reduces everything too much. This is a multiplier for things like manufacturing and research and stuff in the worlds. So you want to keep the approval up as much as possible. So just click on done. All right. Idle shipyard. I think what we'll do is now go and start to get constructors. Actually, another probe would be useful. Until we actually get our, until we get the growth happening. Yeah, 2 months and then we get the next one. Now this one will actually promote the growth, 33%. So we're going to get our citizens coming much, much faster, which will be very, very useful for us. Get 5 more turns, we get the xanthium extractor. What else do we have here now? This is a world engine. This is a manufacturing improvement, a massive power generation that taps the core of the planet. Actually, we saw that one before, didn't we? Actually, it's a planet generator. These both do a lot of good stuff. It's the empathy engine. Actually, that's interesting. Yeah, I won't just go out of my way to build that one just yet. Okay, so Michael was saying, wow, that colonist had expectation equal 21, so high class citizen. Actually, I didn't see that. I didn't even notice. I wasn't looking at them. The other, that's one's 8, 1, 21. Yeah, this one is the entrepreneur though. So he'll be generating a lot of income for us. Gross income, you can see at the top there, +5, which is good. That's his generation there. So he's actually helping a lot with what we're doing up through this other side. Just click on done. Okay, so Arcea planet report. So a new generation has been born on Arcea, the first that are likely to live and die in distant worlds. How should we best prepare them for the future? Military, so we end up with totalitarianism increases to 4, so we're going to soldier citizen. We don't need that yet. Most brilliant thinkers, we're going to citizen, so scientist, this would be good. Progressivism, cultural awareness increases to 3, and allow them to pursue their dreams. Another, like an entertainer. Let's do this one here. So what that's then done is, again, I don't know which DLC, or if this is the DLC. I think it may be that this may be where the Centauran DLC is kicking in and giving us an actual scientist. Now, it's got low research, so it's not really doing a hell of a lot, to be honest. Anyway, we'll let that one go. Just click on done. And yeah, 8 months until we get the next one. Our monthly news. Yep, that's fine as well. So that's all done. Boy saying, hey Daz, Merry Christmas and I love your videos. Is it possible for your original Dwarf Fortress tutorial videos to be made public? Yeah, I've just got to get to it. I keep on forgetting to do it, and so I've just got to, it's because they've all been set to private, I've just got to go through every single one of them, and like, unfortunately it's quite a time consuming exercise, and I should do it, I just haven't got to it. And unfortunately, they're years and years old now, so it's going to be a while before I do get to them. But I do plan on getting to them at some stage. This one here gives me manufacturing. These are all worth getting, particularly if we can get our population growing. Oh, here we go. We do actually have some umbral horrors and things now floating around. These are sort of like space monsters. We have to be a bit careful of those. I don't know where they're spawned from. Must be a spawn location in here somewhere. Oh, hang on. Yeah, we've got an event. So, situation report. We've identified this one planet we've colonised large enough to warrant a governor. Yeah, okay. We'll find a leader to fill the position. So, a mission to appoint a governor. Again, I don't know if the missions are part of the DLC, but that's a mission now that we actually have appoint a governor, and that's one thing we do want to do. So, for Thrindor, if we have a look at this one here, turn any colonised planet into a class of... Yeah, so this is like tutorial almost type stuff. So, we'll definitely do that. In fact, I was going to do that one right now. So we want a governor. They're all about the same price. This one here is going to be the best governor for this world. He's got grammar enforcers, been known to violently enforce the use of proper grammar. Increases tradition ideology, that's fine. And plus 15% resistance when assigned as a governor. Cool. Okay, so his loyalty isn't fantastic. This will then drop down to 43, which is a bit of a problem, but he does have great diligence, which is going to be important for the manufacturing. So I think we'll still go with him in this case. And I'm sort of tempted to buy him simply because of his loyalty. But he doesn't have a real good skill set. All right, we'll just go back to the governors. So this is Thrindor 2. So we'll just go and set this one up. This becomes a core world now. This is a new, if you've only played like version 3 or even I don't know if this came into the original version 4, but this is now, we have, like, to make the game so it's more streamlined, you've got core worlds, which are worlds with governors on them, and you've then got like feeder worlds. The feeder worlds are still important, but now Thrindor is now, we should now have had 1 foreign ships in your territory. Yep, so that will just be that monster, the space monster. So Thrindor has now become a core world, which means we can start to then place things on the actual world itself. Now, we don't have any extra food. We've got 1 of 3 at the moment. The core world capital is a free placement. We can place it anywhere we like. And it's important then to have a look at the at not just the bonus per level, but the adjacency bonus, and that's +1 to everything. If we place it in the lagoon, if I grab it and have a look, actually there is extras. This one here does give me. It says that there was a +1 to population, because this one improves the population. So even that lava flow, which normally wouldn't do it, is actually viable for that. What have we got in there? This is for tourism. This is Monsantium, which gives us, yeah, so the adjacency level bonus is for food. And we've got a lot of food. Actually, that's, but these in through here ultimately have, like, they should be good agricultural districts. But it's just saying manufacturing. Yeah, that one's definitely an agricultural improvement, and this one is as well. If I place it there, what else do we get there? We get less food there from the volcanic plains. This is new as well, so many different types of terrains, which is quite interesting. So this is a jungle world where we do actually have some volcanoes still active. But we've got lots of jungles and floodplains, etc., on the actual thing. Precious metals in through there. So we get wealth in through there, +2 to wealth. If I place it there, I end up with +1s all the way around. I think I'll just do that. Let me just, the next one across, we've got the planetary generator. So this one here gives us adjacencies. Now this one in here was +1 for approval. The neural link. We don't want to build this on this world. This is a civilization achievement, which means we can only build one of them. The world engine. Pollution goes way up. Actually, that's a civilization achievement as well. So really it comes down to this one here, which is colony unique, the planetary generator. So really can place it any old place, but then we end up with extra manufacturing in through here. So I think I'll place that one. Actually, what does it give us? Per level gives manufacturing of 3%. So we end up with just a +2. So I end up with a +1 there, +1 there. I think that if I move into this location, if I go and add that one into over this way and not try to get it next to where we were, that one I think will still sort of work out fairly well. That way we've got manufacturing. There's a minus to manufacturing there, which I'll probably avoid that as such. Yeah, let's just pop it in here. That'll do for starters. Now it's going to take 16 turns to build that one. So these are the colonists that have actually arrived into here. These are draft colonists. Their approval is only 46%. So 43 is what we actually have through here. If we have a look and see what their approval is. Now, everything that they do is manufactured by that amount. So you can see approval times 46%, research times 46%, income. Actually, that one's not impacted. And food, I don't think, is impacted by what they think. It's just the first two, manufacturing and research. So we have to be a bit careful of those. So hi Eddie Ballgame saying just stopping by to say Merry Christmas to you and your family. Thanks for that one. Wish the same to all of you guys as well. Thank you for a great year of streaming. Yeah, no, it's been a lot of good games come out this year actually, so it's good. And I've got to say I really do appreciate all of you guys as well. I've got to say that very warmly because I always feel like whenever Eddie is also like heavily involved in all sorts of different games in forums and things like that as well. And I know a lot of you are as well. But I do want to say just how much I appreciate being part of our community. Like it's actually our strategy game community is really quite special. It's means a lot to me. And warmly wish everyone a very very merry Christmas and thank you for the support that you do give me over the year. It's means an awful lot to me. Okay, so what are we up to? Michael's saying you can always give the Harmony Crystals later on to raise loyalty. Yeah, I mean, we don't have Harmony Crystals, do we? We don't have them anywhere. That's Monsantium. What's that going to, how long is that going to take? 43 turns. It's a bit much for us. Anyway, we'll keep on sort of going with what we've got through here. So we'll leave, actually we need to build a shipyard as well. So build that one next after that. Just click on done. So, situation report. So appointed governor was successful. I'll just grab myself a drink of water, be right back. Governor has been assigned establishing a new core world. Now the colony can be expanded with improvements, new citizens generated, and can even build a shipyard. There we go. So this is almost like a tutorial actually, which is interesting. The work has only just begun. So we get +5 culture points and +10 approval for 10 months. Cool. Okay, well let's if these little things come along, I'm actually happy with that. That sounds good. Now these aren't moving very quickly. Oh! Please don't attack me. Damn it. They may leave us alone. No, they won't. Oh no. No. We don't want that. Oh, damn it. Okay, well, nothing we can do about this one. Nothing we can do. Michael's saying it's just, I was like about 85% of the games you play, and with the that's fact that they turn out even better, so I'm happy, says Michael. CB is saying, hi Daz, Merry Christmas. On the planet leaf symbol, it's no issue that the tropical grassland shows up as leaf, even though it's changed to manufacturing. Report. Okay, cool. Thanks for that one. So anyway, we got that one. Unfortunately, we lost the colony ship, but we also importantly lost a citizen, which is actually even worse. So we've actually now lost an aspect through there. Yeah, and there's a lot of them in here. And some of these are going to be really hard to kill. Like that's a big one. Big kinetic attacks. So we're going to need to build up frigates and things to be able to get into that area of space. That does close off, unless we go around the long way, this world here. But I think we're going to have to go and do it. So let's just go back into here. We've still got the probe coming. And the backbone. Oh, this looks interesting. There's some antimatter. Might just see if I can find a second antimatter before we move away from here. We have encountered the here, so just another mission, way to communicate. So we need to we get 10 culture points, which will be helpful actually. Shuttle's good. Now these aren't going to be able to compete against those monsters. Actually, they may be able to. We may be able to cheese this a little bit. Choose new tech. Space weapons. So this will give us particle beams, Helios rockets, and Gauss cannons. But the Universal Translator is one that's 10 turns away for that one. There. I think we'll go with the movement speed has become even more important now. Let's get that one there. Done. That will then allow us to outrun them. Yeah, there must be a nest in close to this world here somewhere. There's only one. That's interesting. Thought there'd be more. That's right. We went with low resources, didn't we? So resources are going to be really, really tough, really hard for us to grab. This one's the better world anyway, to be honest. So yeah, it's a shame. Yeah, Promethean is a great resource, so I still want to grab that one if I can. This ship here may be able to just compete a little bit against these other monsters. That's the only one we've got a hope of using for that. So we have the Sentinel, which has got a kinetic attack, which is not going to be any good. So I'm going to move that one back to my homeworld. Just leave it on their homeworld. And then this one here is a bomber. And this one has got a beam attack of +2. Not really good enough either. Just move both of them back there. Now, it may be that this world also has problems. If we have a quick look at the actual population again. And just get the one there. Yeah, Governor not loyal. It's only affecting us by 1%, which isn't too bad. The pollution on the world is also coming down a little bit. High expectations. They're not worried at the moment about being unprotected, so we won't be too concerned about that one just yet. Just click on done. So Rogue is saying Merry Christmas, and there was also sorry if I'm missing so many of the comments here, guys. Yeah, Paul is then saying I usually move my colony ships one tile at a time and see what's up. I think that's a very good idea, actually. I think we'll have to do that. I think that's a very, very cool idea. Rogue was saying, thinking seriously about getting Distant Worlds 2. I love your vids on it. It's a really, really good game, Distant Worlds. It's very different to Gal Civ. Gal Civ, as I said before, is more like a board game, whereas Distant Worlds, you've got to approach it like a simulation. So it's a very different mindset when you play the two games. Michael's saying, am I right in that killing fleets monsters with the ranged ship attack without going into combat doesn't give any ship XP? I'm actually not sure about that one. That's a good point. I don't know. Actually, don't know about that one. Yeah, that's a really good point. I think that maybe the idea is just to weaken them as much as you can. Yeah, they seem to be really hovering around that area. Okay, so this is the first survey. So we'll end up with a survey report. So this is a planet report. So illicit goods, an illegal weapons market that's taken root on Thrindor 2, distributing some of the galaxy's highest tech weaponry to anyone who can afford it. Our economic advisor, defense ministers, and most other people with common sense are requesting that we wipe it out. But one of the members of the market is offering a rare relic, a type of ship upgrade called the inertial field projector. Now, we don't know what that will mean. Oh, here we go. Ship upgrade that increases damage done by all kinetic weapons in the fleet. Wow. Actually, that's not bad. If we let them stay. So if we wipe out this one, we end up with -10 crime. Accept the bribe and allow the market to stay. That's 5 plus. We get a free upgrade plus 5% crime. We can do both: infiltrate the market, seize the relic, and then arrest everyone involved. So deception chance, 30% chance of success. That's not going to be any good. Now, that's sort of like that's a fleet-wide thing for kinetic attacks. I'm going to accept the bribe. I'm going to go with it. And idle ship. Now we wanted to start to head across this way and see what was down this other side. Now we do actually have beam attacks and missile attacks, which will help to clear out those monsters. 8 movement. So we can go to these other artifacts. I think I'll just stick with the artifacts. Maybe we'll swing back around the other way. And this is what they got from the survey. So your flagship discovers an enigmatic monolith floating in space, meaning a mysterious energy. So gain a one-time burst. So 10% of research needed for current project. That's not much. It saved us a turn. Should be more than 10%. 10% is really piddling. That's not good enough. All right, next turn. Core world. Now, we didn't get to the other world. I think I might come back to this one here. I'm thinking that we do go for manufacturing now. Capital city. So we've got this planetary generator as well. Now, this one here only gives us the actual bonus per level is 3% manufacturing. So I could build it in there. We now have xanthium. We do have this as well, the empathy engine, but the approval is going to be very high in this world. Yeah, 89%, 70% there, 74%. Yeah, we've actually got a, this one's come in as an actual, to do manufacturing. I think we have to bring this one in, but where do we put it? It's the bonus around it that's the important thing, not what it actually does. So putting it in here will be a bit of a waste. The adjacency level of +2 to manufacturing, +2 to military means that if I place it in a place like here, or even up in, maybe just in here, we get +1 to manufacturing anyway, but it means we end up with extras everywhere else around it. Let's do that. I think it's too important not to do that one. Now we've got a bit of money at this stage, so we'll sort of just keep things sort of coming back through. We're going in here. One more turn, we get the probe. I could have rushed that actually. Not missed out. Yeah, it's an amazing world there, but -2 population cap, -50% growth with Helios ore. So this is a thulium moon, precursor world carved from a fragment of the thulium world. So that's actually not too bad. That's poor. That's a jungle world, but with 4 food and 4. That's a very, very good world. Not as a core world, but as a different type of world. Okay, well that's manufacturing wise, that's really, really strong. Just not going to have the population there. Now there's another one out this way. There it is. Just a dead world. I might zip down this way next. So I don't think I'm going to get out that way. I need to use the next probe to check and see what's going on over here. Alright, so you can see that that's the only, as far as we can see. So that's what I should have been doing, was doing this. Oop. What the hell is this? Oh my god. So the big guys come in after us. I didn't even get to see this. I think we've lost the game, guys. With this thing coming in. I think this is a loss for us. Because we've not only got this thing happening. It's been improved a lot as well, the information you sort of see through here. Some damage. Alright, I think we have to start again. Alright, we'll take that as a loss. That ship is too important for us to lose at this stage of the game. That's sort of not what you expect to see happening. Now, why did... Oh my god, I've gone in with too many of these. That's the trouble. So we'll start again. Go back out to the main menu. We'll still keep on playing as the Arceans. So we'll just go and just go new game. Arceans are fine, so we'll just go next. So that was a loss. That was a loss. To lose, we lost a colony ship, which is actually a big hindrance at the start. That's maybe sort of like a quarter or a third of our starting stuff, you know, which sort of like a multiplier. And then we lost our flagship, which is basically a disaster at this stage of the game. Not so bad like in the mid-late game, but not in the early game. To lose that when it's only done one lot of scouting is just not going to be any good. So let's just keep our here. We'll just go next. Now back in through here, we had hostile entities. Let's ramp them backwards a little bit to occasional. The civilization proximity, keep that one in distant. Keep all the rest of this stuff where that is, I think. Tempted to put that up to there, but I think I'll still keep it low. Just so they become more important for us to fight over. This is incredible, actually, the what you can set up in here. It really is amazing. Yeah, suggesting 5 of 5 players, that's okay. It means it's the suggestion as well can chop and change quite a bit depending on what settings you actually give it. Michael's saying, I think your commander got blinded by starlight and flew right into that alien. I should have built more probe ships at the start. That's actually a very, very important thing to do with in most of these, this game in particular as well, is just to get probes and find out where those sorts of things are coming from, just so you can avoid them. So we'll do that this time. We'll do it properly this time. Alright, so here we are. It's got the same homeworld set up. So we do actually have this world in through here where we do actually get more money coming from it if we do colonize that one, which would be viable. Let's just see where we are. So we'll have one other faction in this particular one. We've got one. That one's a bit further out. We will pick up those. I think we'll just go Control N again. See where we end up. That's a better start. Like start for us, I think. I'm happy with that. We have an artifact and we have space junk. So I'm just going to go off. I'll just start here. So we'll survey that one. We'll just do that one manually. Now the colony ship. This is going to be our most likely place for a colony. So let's go, and this time we'll go and check things out. Oh, that's good. We're going to end up with some resources back out through that other side. That's a dead world. That's dead as well. There's another one, another world in there. Well, let's have a look and see what's in this area. Let's have a look, but actually maybe even just a little bit between all of these. There we go. So I found Promethean there. It's an excellent Promethean refinery world. High pollution. Low population cap. But look at the manufacturing there. That's incredible. So that's really, really good. Then we've got a class 1. But with very, very good wealth. So even though it's only a class 1, that's really going to be extremely valuable. This system looks very good. This one, doesn't look like there's any colonizable worlds in through there. This one is a class 2 and another class 1 there. So we wanted to pick up all of these worlds, I think. So that there becomes where we want to go next, which means that we can then set up a homeworld for research, I think. So unfortunately, yeah, we're not seeing much out this other side. Let's move across. Just not going to see much, are we? Just going to hope that doesn't sort of lose. Okay, so we just go back into here. We're going to set up initially with a probe, another probe, and we're going to rush that one. 300. It's expensive, but we'll do it. And then we'll get another backbone after that. Research. Oh, now we need to, before we do that one, I'll just click on done, and then we'll come back to this one in just a second, because what we want to do is, we don't want to do this. We probably do want to do that one, to be honest, and get that one out of the way. But we do want to set up our guys first. So this is a different layout now for this world. This time we have Amethyst pollen. So adjacency levels is +2 to food, +1 to wealth. Now there's growth there. Motivation hex. Upgrade this to unlock charges that will boost military construction on the supplied shipyard. Cool. Okay, that's interesting. It's only 12 to get that one. So the shipyard, that's actually very important. We end up with the extra populations there, there, and there. If I just bring them in. Back in through here, we end up with +3 to research, influence, manufacturing. Then a whole bunch of research back in through there. Approval there is good, and wealth there is good. If we go there, this is a +1 to everything around it. Oh, +2 to everything around it, actually. That's massive. So that's pretty much the no-brainer to put that one there. So I'll throw that one in there. Then we have the World Engine, which is a civilization achievement, which does give the +2 to manufacturing, +2 to military. What does it do on its own, though? It's the adjacency that really matters. So it doesn't have anything else going for it. Now, I'm going to wait until we get to that precursor world, because that's going to really, really ramp that one up. So let's leave that one there. At this stage, it's looking like research is going to be important here. So this one here has got an adjacency of +4 to research. If we put this as our research area, like if we place that in there, to get that adjacency, +4 level to research, but -1 to manufacturing, would then mean that all of these others, if I place that one there, it means that all of these are going to be +4 research. In fact, these are going to be +5s. That'll be a +4, and that'll be a +4. Which still leaves me with basic manufacturing back up in here. I can really segment this out into different areas. I want to sort of avoid, I want to be building wealth, and I do want to be avoiding we wanting to be building approval, like entertainment districts on there. Yeah, manufacturing there for 10 turns. Yeah, this is important. We're getting 5.8 in here at the moment. Yes, we've got a few agriculture districts that go up a +2 there as well, so that will give us extra food. Food is 5 at this stage, which is not too bad. Hi Rubik's saying can't stay for long, but wanted to wish Merry Christmas. Thanks, guys. You may have a few turns for each probe. Yeah, it's I probably shouldn't have wasted that money, to be honest. But I quite like the idea of using this neural link, which is unique. Unless we find another let's just pop it. Actually, let's grab this one now. We want to pay the 23 credits for that. I will place that one there, I think. Or do we go with manufacturing first? I might do that, actually. Do it in that order. That way, if we find another planet that's better for research. I do think this is a great spot, though. Yeah, that gives us leaders, so we can come into our ministers. That's, wow, look at the loyalty on this guy. 6 isn't terrible. 8 is better. God, some of the loyalty on these is just incredible. Yeah, that's amazing. These are all really, really good. Oh, this one's cost nothing at all. Nothing at all. And he's got good... so he's just, hey, let me join. A depressed former assassin tormented by their guilt. Cheap. Okay, that's cool. You're in. You're in. Join the group. So this one in through here, 89 and 77. Now we've got... overcame addiction, a pet name giver, and plus 10% research and minus 20% manufacturing. So probably not use that one as a governor, although that one's our best in terms of intelligence. We don't have anyone that's great with diligence. I will grab that one for now. Let's go back to our ministers. Just put him into technology for now. The exploration, it's sort of one of these things where it won't matter that much. Just go and throw him in there for now. Let's click on done. So Michael's saying, and is that race specific, or and why do they get above 100 loyalty? They get it because of the race that we are playing. They have an extra loyalty there. If we have a look at the actual of what they are, like if we have a look and hover over there, you can sort of see that the loyalty, the natural loyalty is 87, and then the loyalty is a loyalty trait for the faction. So all of our leaders come in with an extra 10 loyalty, which is actually important. And then also this one's got the same ideology as us. And so this will be a traditionalist, and so there must be something in here that sort of shows she's an equalitarian. If you have a look back at our governors, this is us. Yeah, so we're an equalitarian as well. So this is the action. So they've got the same trait there. It's just the sovereign. So in this case we end up with like a lot more social than anyone else. But in this case, his loyalty is. So we're getting 87 plus another 20, which is giving us 107. And similarly with the other guy as well, like he's actually got he's a prisoner escapee, and so plus 20% crime when assigned as a governor, which is actually important that we know we don't do that one. And he's also cheap, so he didn't cost anything. But that prisoner escapee trait gives him plus 30 loyalty to the leader because we're giving him a chance. He started off at 90, and then we get the loyal trait as well. So the loyal trait is coming from, if you go to the data bank, we've got these two civilization abilities. One is loyal, where we end up with the leaders cost less. They have plus 10 loyalty, and we get plus 5 persuasion, and vigilant is the other one as well. So star bases work out better for us. That's why that's actually happening. So it's sort of so there's a combination of a few different things there. Just click on done. Yes, we've got one leader that's not been assigned yet, but that's okay. We will have it fairly soon. Now, this one here, I really thought we would have had this one's a jungle world. All right, so we want to grab this one as well. Good food, good everything actually, good everything. So that's just going to be a run of the mill. But this one here, where is it? That one there with the manufacturing of 8. I really, really want that. So I'm going to send this colony ship. It's risky, but I'm just going to send it out. Now we end up with a boost because it did start inside our territory, which is good. So we've got 6. We end up with a boost to movement. You see base speed of plus 50% because we start off inside our territory. So yeah, ships get a 50% more bonus if they start with. This is actually something that wasn't part of earlier games. Actually, now we've got this one to lead the way. This one's got a movement of 14, so we can at least just pave the way and sort of see what else is in through this other side. So that looks pretty safe all the way through here. So I'll move that one out now. Okay, we've still got 2 more moves. Yeah, so if we have another look, we'll have a look out this way now with this one. Okay, where else should we go? Okay, research complete in colonial policies. We'll choose new tech. Now the armed shuttles, the research districts. This one gives us the technological capital. Artificial gravity gives us +1 extra move as well. But I think, yeah, we don't need to come back for this one just yet. I think we might go this way here. It's going to take a bit of time, but anyway, that'll do. And again, we had a look at this one before, so really the one that we want to be using is just Heart of the Empire at this early stage. And that's a fair difference. But we are getting +7. I think I'll just keep it at 73. High is going to drop it too much. Keep the money coming. This probe has got 9 moves. I wouldn't mind founding what. Okay, there's the antimatter. I'm just going to set this one to automatic exploration now. Just go off and do its own thing. You can see there's a bit of a border there, so that's the edge, and it'll just go around and try to find resources and things. What are we building at this stage? We're building the next backbone. Now we could rush this one for 259. Yeah, I think we will, actually. Grab that one as well. Got to be careful we don't rush too much. These don't have a limit on how far they can go. Alright, so we've got 2 scientists already on the home world, which is actually impressive. Really want to probably just send the citizens. So this one here has expectations of 11. This one's got low expectations. Diligence of 4. Diligence of 3. I'll send this one across. Done. And let's get ourselves a construction chip next. Actually, when did we get the next population? 10 months. Yeah, that's okay. Alright, so we should be sort of building up the manufacturing in the world. So this is Arcea, our planet report. So new generation has been born on Arcea, the first that are likely to live and die in distant worlds. So this one here is totalitarianism increases to 3. We gain a soldier, gain a scientist citizen, or gain an entertainer. We've already got 2 scientists on the world, which is sort of an unusual start, to be honest. That will make everyone happier. I think this one here would be worth more. I like this. This is a new start. Quite different. It wasn't just a scripted start. We're getting like different types of events coming in now, and I think that may be to do with the other DLC. So we definitely want to go out to this world out through here, which is a bit of a general world. So we should be safe enough to grab that. It's only poor, but incredible wealth. That one there is amazing. That's a volcanic world. It's weird. It's a volcanic world with heaps of food. Very strange. And this one here is another poor world. Just hope that we get these before anyone else does. I'll see a planet report. So yeah, this is where we have had this one before. So this one just must come at a scripted time. The expansion, celebration, improvement. So building a galaxy-wide of alliances and mutual understanding. So places a colonization program. So this one here is a expansion, celebration, improvement. I don't know what these other things do. I think I'm going to grow this one again just to get the extra growth, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cheese this one as well. I'm going to go and make sure that none of these are selectable. Manufacturing. I hope this will work. Alright, now hopefully that will then reserve these. That's the hope anyway. Now that's influence and that's approval. If we have reserved all of those, does that then mean that they... Do we want to even go further? I think we do. I think we do. I'll allow... Hopefully it ends up in one of these other spots. This may be a cheesy way of forcing it into our location on the planet. So let's just bring that one back up again. Oh, hang on, that's not what we wanted. Just click on done. An event should have appeared. I'll just get this one to start to look for things now. Here we go. Strengthen homeworlds. The colonization program. Yeah, let's have a look and see where it went. Did it honour our requests? Yes, it did. Good. Place it over here. That's cool. So we've actually now got all of these other things now sort of established. Now that that's actually been placed there, I'll keep this where this is. That's interesting to know that. Well, it still may be randomly that it just didn't put it on top of anything else, but I definitely didn't want it in these other locations. Even that one there, I probably should have reserved these for other things. But anyway. So no mini map. No, the way that the game sort of works is if you want a mini map, you basically just do that, and it then gives you like cut down versions of everything. You can get a lot of information from just doing it this way. So there's no mini map as such, which I guess does get confusing when you're sort of zoomed right in and having a look at the ships and stuff. But it does have a good range of where things actually are going. Yeah, there's two there. I don't know if we can grab both of those. We're on the limits of our development of where we can actually move to. Okay, we haven't come across the other faction that should be in this system at this stage. There next turn. Colonize the planet Cerberus 2. Yes, we want to go yes in this instance. So, Dreadlord archive uncovered. Here we go. So, an archive of the ancient and malevolent Dreadlord civilization has been found. Studying it poses risks, but it could also be the source of valuable resources. So, leave the archive untouched for a future governor to study or utilize. Or extract resources. So we end up with plus 10 precursor nanites for going its potential knowledge. Extract resources. These allow special buildings. Which way do you reckon, guys? I'll let you guys decide. Number one, just type a number one in the chat for getting the leave the archive untouched to look at and study in the future, or extract them now and get the precursor nanites, but we don't get the study. So one or two. So vote away, guys. I'll honour whatever you guys want. So just vote for it. So the options here is eventually we'll get to study it. But not immediately. And this one here is we do then get the precursor nanites, which are used for building special things, like special buildings and stuff like that. So we've got a vote for 2 there from Gavin. Okay, got a vote for 1. There's another 1. Just move my mouse off just in case I accidentally click. Just let it go for a couple more seconds. So at this stage, it's only going to be leave the archive untouched. Paul's saying 1 for better long-term gains. There we go. It's going to be a clear 1. There's a 2 as well. Another 2. All right, we'll go with 1. So our survey ship cautious. Now this is a different thing. This is this is where there's a bit of a disconnect as well. We've just done a survey, and so the survey ship cautiously approaches a mysterious object. All sensors set to maximal gain. So anyway, that was actually from over here. Now we've got 2 of those, which that's going to be valuable for what we're doing. Space junk through there. Space junk doesn't give us much, but I'll still just keep on coming and doing it. Event Arcea. So we've discovered the remnants of one of our first space vessels, evidence of a time when we stepped nervously beyond Arcea. What should we do with this piece of history? So we'll put it in a museum. So traditionalism is sort of what we do. So this is actually what we would then end up doing. So scrap it for parts. Nihilism is not what we are about, even though I would love the money. Put it back into service. Get a free probe. I'm going to take the first one because it's traditionalist, and that sort of is a note. You can see there it increases to 28, which is, we start off I think at 25 or something. So that's if we have a look at the cultural progression, you'll sort of see that individualism, we've only got like we've got 7 culture points to spend. The ideology discount here for individualism is at 3%. I don't think we've got. Where's the numbers? If we go to traditionalism, yeah. So this is we only need 1 more culture point to grab this one in through here. So we don't have enough just yet. But the others, it's not showing us where the numbers are. Oh, that's the discount there. Yeah. So the other ones, this one's at 3. I think all of it. Actually, that's 0. That's 0. Yeah, 28. So this is sort of like over time these will change a little bit. Nihilism is also 0. Collectivism is 1%. So, but traditionalism is probably where we're going to be sort of getting most of our unlocks essentially for the cultural progression. Let's click on done. And I've got an event. So. Spotter survey report. So your flagship scans of the artifact anomaly have uncovered something, a map of a nearby dead star that would normally be invisible to our senses. A structure hidden within the carcass of the dead star whispers of an ancient Mithralar, a civilization whose shadows outlive the stars themselves. Buried in the celestial mausoleum is a device of their making, a conundrum of metal and mystery that hums with forgotten knowledge. Its cryptic mechanisms promise a leap in cognitive prowess to awaken genius in the minds of our citizens that could transcend the limitations of biology and time. However, the lead archaeologist on the crew warns that this technology has almost certainly not meant for our species at our current stage of development and counsels you not to use it. So we can either activate the artifact and store it in our vault for later use. So the device stirs, its intricate machinery spinning a symphony of cerebral transformation across the chosen world. Minds awaken to new dimensions of thought. It is poised to be directed towards uplifting one of our core worlds, or cast the device into oblivion. This device is too dangerous. As a device disintegrates, a cascade of light is all that marks its passing. The decision weighs heavy, a testament to caution over the hunger for ascendancy. In the silent aftermath, one can only hope the whispers of the Mithralar will not haunt the future that might have been. I think everyone's going to be wanting this one here. That's certainly what I want as well. Activate the artifact and store it in our vault. So we are going to do this, and we're going to play this. We're going to probably play this on our core world, I would say. Yeah, there we go. Sithel's saying number 1. So you can vote, guys, if you want. So just so this is a number 1 decision. So yeah, just if you want, I think that everyone's going to be voting 1. So we'll go that one there. So that then puts this into our vault. So we actually have this one here. So it will gradually increase the intelligence of citizens on target world until they are genius level. And so the effects are intelligence of +1, and it is ready to activate. So I think we'll actually do this one now, and we'll activate this one on Arcea. Arcea is ultimately going to be the important world for us in terms of what we're going to be building here with what we're doing. This one here only gives us growth. So we're going to have high growth. We've already got 2 scientists. Their intelligence is already reasonable, actually, which is not too bad. So let's go and place this one on this particular world, and we'll do that one straight away. What could possibly go wrong? And so that's now been played on that particular world. I don't know if we'll see it there. Yeah, I'm not seeing it mentioned there at all. But that one should now have an ability if we go into the actual world. Yeah, these guys here, what have they got? It's the intelligence went up by +1. Yeah, okay, all the intelligence has gone up. Okay, interesting. That's interesting. And there's a okay, this is a yaw that we got for this one as well. So we've got ourselves a yaw scientist, so a robotic scientist that's come back in, and again doing great research. 1.4 research, intelligence of 7. So as a synthetic species, yaw don't require food. Yep, this is cool. Don't suffer any approval penalty from pollution. He's happy. Doesn't like the other species, but that's okay. So he may go crazy at some point. We just don't know. But anyway, that's the Yaw are a fantastic faction in the game. Anyway, that's a robot that's now sort of come with that artifact. Very, very good. Yeah, Michael's saying all colonists got +1. Yeah, I probably should have waited until we had more population, but they're still going to be okay. Colonise the planet. Yes, we've got 2 planets now that we've colonised. Okay, so study the Promethean refinery. 2 giant precursor structures orbit the poles of Perseus 1. So this is that other world which is going to have incredible production. So they seem to be used to somehow transform a Promethean gas giant into a habitable world. We are able to use the Promethean stored in them to increase the range of any ships built at our shipyard. Our scientists think that they can do more with these giant machines. We'd like your permission to study them further. So I'll get you guys to vote again. Let's have a look and see what we do here. So see if they can find a way to terraform the surface. We end with +2 usable tiles. That's going to be really, really cool on this world. See if there's any way to boost the value of the land we now have. +1 improvement level. Or see what we can do to shut down the planners up. We have a galaxy to conquer. I'm not going to take the control. We just don't need it. We have already very, very good control. So I think it's either one here. I don't know what the improvement level is. Yeah, so this one boosts the value of the land we have now. That will increase one of the tiles, but I think that I think it's a bit of a no-brainer to get the usable tiles, because we do want to have actually be able to make this into a production powerhouse. This is going to be where we do most of our actual production for our conquest, and so I think that this is the go here. Yeah, a few of you are voting number 1 as well. That's good. So we'll just go that way. So Perseus is a very, very important world for us. We start off with a Promethean refinery, which gives us 0.1 Promethean. So we're going to start to sort of slowly grab Promethean from this world. We've got a few different extras in here where we can get different orbital improvements. I don't know why these are highlighted and these aren't. I don't know what the difference is through there. So Perseus has now been colonized. We now have 3 colonies. This one here, Class 22 Amazing World. We've got 676. We want both of these to be... let's have a look and see what Perseus has got on it. Oh, hang on, no, we can't go in just yet. This one here, yeah, it's got 8 mineral input, which means that there's going to be a lot of manufacturing on this world. Yeah, approval is what won't really matter for that one. This one back over through here is closer to our home world. This one's got a broader mix, but still probably worth setting up as a core world, I think. We didn't find any other core worlds. Get one there for food. I think we're going to have to... how far off are we? 5 more till we get that one there. Let's just get another backbone after that. So we've had a good start this one. This has been a good start for us. And yeah, so we'll just go back into our people. This one's got poor diligence. This one's cheap. Okay, this one here is about as good as we're going to get. Former gladiator and also opportunistic. Let's go and bring this one in. We'll send them both out to each of the worlds. So if we just go back to the governors, so Perseus is essentially the world that we want. This one with the higher diligence. Actually, if we look at the ministers, yeah, they're both poor with diligence. This one here is got better. This one's a prison escapee. We don't want the crime on the world, so we leave him in there. And you can just be in charge of that one there. There we go. So we'll just bring both of those across into those worlds. Done. So we can now have a look at Perseus. Okay, this is interesting. Now, we've only got one population we can actually have here. So, and we don't have any real prospect of adding to that. Like if we place this one, there's no bonuses anywhere. The difference here is we end up with a +1 to level to all. Now the planetary generator is colony unique, but it's the world engine that we really wanted to use. And we've got +3 to manufacturing at that cataract, +3 to manufacturing there in the geothermal springs. Shrublands in the middle there, +3 to wealth. There's 2 wealth, really good wealth things, but they're sort of in the middle of where we don't really want to have too many other things. I might place this one in the middle here. Yeah, unfortunately we don't get the extra population. We could build a... oh no, we can't even build a population area just yet. So we'll place that one there. Now the planetary generator is... This is unique. Now this one here gives... bonus per level is 3%. It's actually what it does next to it. It's the +2 to manufacturing and military, which will then boost these really, really high. If I place that one there. Let's go and do that. Now we only have the one worker on the world, and we can't get any more. Actually, no, we got up to one more. We can put. They will grow, but it's going to take forever to get there. Excuse me. Done. Level core world. And so this is the other world that we had, which is a bit all over the place. Now again, we don't have anything that's going to improve the growth. So placing the core world capital is not going to really matter that much. Now what have we got? This is the Dreadlord archive. This gives +3 to research around it. But there's not a real lot of research anywhere else anyway. Yes, that should be manufacturing. Yes, that is a bug, that one there. Now that one does give a boost to approval. Wealth, food. Actually, that's useful. Baron. Yeah, okay, so we've got a whole mix of different things in through here. So we'll go that way again, just basically in here. We will have to get on top of the wealth at some point, but we'll go with more of the planetary... This is a world engine. Why didn't we have that on Promethean? On Perseus? Oh, we do. So per level, yeah, we don't actually have a per level thing here actually. This is interesting. But overall, just the base effect is just 25%. Pollution goes up even more. Yeah, the approval is bad here. It's research, wealth. We will have to get on top of the approval at some point. So this overall approval is really, really low, which makes the manufacturing incredibly low. Yeah, it's going to take forever to do that. Yes, we've got Promethean Refinery in there as well. Wow, where do we go? Where do we go with this? I think I'll just make this into an entertainment district, just so we can try to get on top of this approval, if we can. Another thing we can do is to try to get better approval. If we can find one leader that actually has got better abilities. Oh, wow, look at this guy. Okay, this one here is 473. So we're close-ish to get it. 17 turns to get this one, but he's got incredible approval. Incredible social skills. And what we do need to have is a Minister of Colonization now. So that what this will then do is he will boost that dramatically. Now, I don't have a real lot I can spend. I don't want to be spending the modules, so I don't want to get rid of those. We need to get money quickly. All right, that's going to be something we'll just have to aim for. Now, I could use... Actually, we've got cultural progression now, so we can get the sacred history. I'll just unlock that now. We'll just get that one unlocked. Yeah, because it's the Hall of Tradition, which would be another valuable thing for us to get. But I can actually come back in the executive orders now. We can do this where we end up getting which allows the approval for about 10 to 12 turns. So about 10 turns. Minus 10 approval, we get 500. You know, I think I'll actually take that because ultimately I want to just basically put him in there, and he's going to raise it higher than the -10. If we have a look at this, we'll just see this in a bit of. I'll explain exactly what I'm trying to do here. So if we have a look at the different worlds, if we go in, for example, into Cerberus, this one is operating at 56%, which means that the manufacturing is going at 50. Like this, the 3.2, it could actually be outputting it at 4.6, but because of the lowish approval, there's a bit of a problem. Now, the approval is coming, this guy here is not all that happy. He is operating at 56%. The world is polluted, so he's got -2 through there. Taxes are too high expectations, Dreadlord Archive on the world as well. So these are little things that are sort of going to be impacting him. Now, if we go and spend that money, he's going to go down to 46%. So we'll do it bit by bit. If we go to the other world, so we go to Perseus, we can see that he's not even working. So he's actually, I don't think he is. No, it's still, we still get the approval, but his, yeah, so he is actually, world is polluted -9. The governor is loyal, so the loyalty of the governor is not a problem. But yeah, his approval is just a little bit too low to be unhappy even. Like, I think this is like protesting, which I don't know how that impacts the what happens in the actual game itself. But his, what's his role? He's just a colonist. Yeah, that's okay. I think we can change that. I think I'll make him a worker. This one will be manufacturing. Let's just make him into an actual worker. It doesn't cost us anything to do that. But the actual the manufacturing, did that go down or up? I don't even know. Anyway, the 31% in through here is a problem. So we want to raise this, and so if we, and this is just a temporary, this will go backwards even more. So if we go back into here, grab the money, So we spend control. We now have a heap of money back in through here, which allows us to then have the capability to do different things. If we have a look at Cerberus again, this one's down to 46 from 56, so we've now lost a little bit more through here. If we go to Perseus, we can see we're down to 21 rather than 31. And so this one here is, when we have a look at it, the print money minus 10% at the top there. But if we now go and get unfortunately the core world will always, like this one won't be affected by the Minister of Colonization. But if we go across now to our leaders and grab this guy, which has got the high social skills. Now even these I think are impacted. Actually no, it's not, that's okay. So we've got that one in here. If we just go across the ministers and place that one into that Minister of Colonization, we'll then find that the happiness goes up on the colonies by 14%. And so this one is, we've got a net result of 4%, and then after 10 turns, we end up with a net result of 14%. So if we just click on done and go back to Cerberus again. So we're now up to 60% here. So this one is better, and Perseus, we'll see what happens next turn, but that one should actually be even happier. So we've got the, so we're up to 35. So we've improved that a little bit. And the average result there is that it's sort of like a middling sort of type, they won't even be unhappy here, which is good. And so that will then ultimately improve our manufacturing and research a little bit on this particular world. So we've got 478. I want to keep money around if I can. Just click on done. Yeah, so we've got a few other different worlds. Yes, Krail 1. Well, we're not going to rush what we're building anymore. So we'll just we'll just expand where we can. Now this world here, we still need to then go and build things on here. So this one here gives us levels to approval. That's the adjacency. So again, the entertainment district is good for us. This one here with the manufacturing. So that's going to add 2 to everything around it for military. So that gives me 4 tiles in here to use for manufacturing, and then we can just use the rest of the planet for everything else if I place that one there. Let's go and do that one there, and then we can sort of just figure out what to do. Just get a manufacturing district in there or something just to get started. Oh, here we go. So we've got the Onyx Hive. A tall humanoid alien appraises from the view screen. Although bipedal, the segmented section of its neck suggests perhaps an annelid biology. Whatever its origins, the being tries a few words in its native tongue, so we actually can't understand it. But this one sort of means that we're going to end up with a relatively friendly neighbour, I think. So venturing the world of groundbreaking discoveries. So these are the top 5. So we're coming forth as far as innovation is concerned. I think we'll actually build up with that one because of what we can end up doing. Research complete into artificial gravity, so we can now move a bit faster. We can get now experimental drives. We'll just choose new tech. Now we do have xeno-industrialization. I think the armed shuttles. I do want to get the universal translator, but I want it when it's cheap, when it's over through here where we get the 50%. So we'll just go that way through there. Yes, Michael's saying nice background on that world's Cerberus 2. I love this as well, actually. These really look good. Like every single world now really has a good feel about it. Like it's maybe not so much that one, but some of them like really feel good. Like it's just I guess the immersion of the graphics in the game is I find it really exceptional. Like it's one of these games where I don't get exhausted playing it at all. I really just enjoy it, and which is nice. Now, where did we meet up with those? Here they are. Okay, we were lucky to grab that. We do want to grab these as well now. Yeah, the wealth there would be very, very useful. Yeah, we're gonna have to. There's gonna be a bit of a rush now to get those other colonies. I think, got an event. So a way to communicate. We've encountered the Onyx Hive, as yet we've been unable to communicate. So yeah, we can't afford that one. So we'll just start this mission, which will give us more control back as well. But we probably want to get this one first, actually. Yeah, with the extra food. Shuttles has now come, that's good. Choose new tech. Now we don't have a lot of asteroid mining around the place. The Universal Translator, maybe we should just grab this one now. Might grab that actually. Planetology. I don't think that the Arceans are going to be a big problem for us. So we end up with these. Now I'm just going to go and place one of them here. And I will place another one back over here. Ultimately they're going to be wanting to have some sort of protection, and just having one ship on each location will be helpful. Okay, another survey report. So our ships have come across a device that has been recording events on our homeworld for over 300 years. We've no idea who this device belongs to or where it came from, but we're able to interface with it to get some of its recordings. Suffice to say, if the public were to see these recordings, it would result in endless scandals. On the other hand, this is a terrific opportunity to share the real story of our history. So are you nuts? We can't let these out. So this is plus 25 research, but nihilism goes up. This is where we just have a no-brainer. Scandals will make our history very interesting, bring in money for a time. So traditionalism goes up. So where I get a traditionalism, because that's really what we're about, we're going to be just picking this one no matter what. So we get plus 5% gross income to all the worlds. So hi Voxter saying Merry Christmas. I think I might grab Galciv 4. Yeah, look, it's definitely it really is a great game. It's not even just a good game. It is definitely in the field of being a great game now. It is awesome. Now we've got this one here. Now we need to find other anomalies. It's just more space junk. Just come across. No, this is exceptional. This is by far the best of all the Galcivs, like in terms of even taking into account where it was sort of technologically when they were released. This is so much better. So Michael's saying, am I getting the urge again to start a new game myself just from watching you play? Can I hold off a bit though? It's one of these things where, and actually, there we go. Ras is saying, Happy Boxing Day, Daz. Thanks for that. Yes, it is Boxing Day for me. I know it's Christmas for most of you guys, but thanks for that one. Yeah, it is actually. It's like the game. Every faction does play differently, and quite uniquely differently. And they've put a lot more effort now into really making them play a lot more differently than what they were before, which is really quite interesting. Again, they've done such a great job of this. So Perseus is still unhappy, but you can sort of see that they're not happy. They've gone back to 30% again. Yeah, the pollution is going to be a problem here. You know what we might do is we might actually fix the pollution. So because this world, Perseus, has got a pollution of... Where is it? If I just go back in there again. %, which is really, really high. So what we can do is we can go and click on these. Now I've got a recruiting station. Where's our atmospheric cleanser? Okay, we need Durantium for this. Alright, yeah, we need Durantium. All I can actually recruiting station. That's definitely something we want on our home world. Is that the only one we can get? Yeah, that's the only one we can get at this stage. Build that one. And Cerberus, how many population? We can have up to 4 population here. Might be worth getting that one there as well. Yeah, I probably should have got the recruiting station back there at least earlier. I want to be doing a build a shipyard relatively early, and similarly back on Perseus. Okay, that's one of their probes. Famine. Okay, a blight has affected Perseus 1. Your administrators warned that there won't be enough food for all of your citizens. The wealthy already began stockpiling food, and in desperation, the desperate have begun raiding those stockpiles. What are your orders? Suffer together. This is pacifism. Distribute the food. That's totalitarianism. And stage a war. And that's nihilism. So cultural awareness increases to 5, plus 5 loyalty. Loyalty is really important for us. So I think, again, this is what we would do. So plus 5 loyalty, minus 50% growth on all our worlds for 10 months, minus 10% approval for 10 months. What does this one give us? Minus 50% growth on all your worlds for 10 months, minus 50% gross income on all your worlds for 10 months. But that's pacifism, which is not really sort of where we would end up being. Stage of war to yeah, we're not going to do that one. So I think it's just this one here is a bit of a no-brainer. Not a no-brainer, but that's more thematic for the faction. So unfortunately, that's going to hurt us for quite some time. So we've got 10 months of pain. Okay, we've now got planetology, so getting agreement on a unified food production plan is non-trivial. We're pleased to report that we can now define vast areas of planet surface to be used for growing of food. All right, choose new tech. Again, we're not getting what we want. This is useful, xenobiology, so we can actually, allows us to expand. It's too early for that. Come this way. The universal translator is only 4 away now. I think we'll go this way, and then we'll get the universal translator if it doesn't pop up in the list. Okay, we've now got the ship back on Perseus. They've now claimed this one here with the high, that one's now gone. Our next one we want is back down this way anyway. Now we do have an upgrade here. Crew quarters, command bridge, or communications. Let's just go with crew quarters, get the hit points up. So it's up to 72 now. Situation report. Sees good. Somehow our military advisors come by an inoperable alien ancient relic. Well done him. He claims that with some rare components he can repair it and provide us a ship upgrade that will significantly weaken the armour of enemy ships we face in battle. He would like to simply commandeer the items he needs from our citizens, perhaps tipping his hand at how he came by the relic in the first place. What are your orders? So that's totalitarianism. Start a mission. Yeah, we can't do more we can't have this one here. Yeah, that's we're gonna have to do this one here. We really can't have approval go down for another 25 months. We're too far behind. Michael's saying, did they remove the small approval bonus from having any ship defending a planet, or is it still there? It's still there, but I think it kicks in at certain times. Like we don't have this one, for example. Defensive studies, that's fine. We'll just go that way, and we don't have what we wanted. So this one unlocks the frigates, though. I'm going to go this way instead of going to Universal Translator. This is one thing that we do want to be getting fairly early on. So if we have a look at Cerberus and have a look at the actual population that is here, actually, wow, these are already now full. Move that one across. Yeah, I can get the one in 8. Okay, so we're going to have to... Yeah, these are now full, but at least we've got different people in here. So what we're looking at, we're going to look at the approval. What is polluted? Yeah, they're not actually asking for it yet. They don't feel threatened yet. But when they start to feel threatened, that's when we're going to need to have ships in orbit. So what are these? These are pretty good actually overall. This, like that first one that we had a look at was. This one's not too bad as well. Look at the diligence. That one's 6, 3, 5, 4. If we change this one into a worker, just to sort of help with getting things produced. I'm not going to rush anything at this stage. We've got the Hall of Tradition, which is a civilization achievement. This one will give us +2 levels to tourism. A gross income of +1%, so not awesome. It's Kimberley's Refuge as well, which we just don't have all of the materials required for all of these. Spot a survey report. So within the debris field, the remnant remains of a precursor relic. So activate the relic and up with the crew. So we end up with +30 research, progressivism, cultural awareness increases to 1, or sell the relic. Now this is 250, and this one increases traditionalism. So again, that's the no-brainer, which is fine. It gives us money, and the money is important, so that's going to be helpful. How are we going in here with our population? Yeah, population is growing very, very fast, which is good. Yeah, that one's an entertainer. That's good. Yeah, overall approval is high, which is good as well. Now I'm just going to ditch some of these. So all we did was just stop them from being where they had to be. Now the entertainment district, I think I might get that one next. So I can just reshuffle these, I guess. Doesn't highlight. At least it does. So we'll make that one into a research district. Put that in there. That'll do. Now we do actually have a few more of these things we now need to look at. The planetary generator. This is a manufacturing improvement. I'm just hopeful that at some point we're going to be able to get this one here. Oh, hang on, we're building that one right now. Didn't realise that. Yeah, if we remove this one here and place that one in there, and then just hope that we can build other things around this. It's a bit wasted there at this stage. Other things we can then go and build. The Hall of Tradition. Yeah, look, I'll leave that one out for now as well. Just leave that one there. So Michael's saying, I think my favourite is the Festrons. Yeah, it's interesting actually just how diverse the actual factions actually are. Yeah, so Foxtrot saying, I've always liked the Arcean lore. Yeah, it's one of those things I've very rarely played them, but they're I can't remember the last time I actually did play as them, but they are cool. So. Yeah, Michael's saying, yeah, liking the look of them too. Haven't played them yet though. Casey was saying that actually shoot first, ask questions, later research. So like these are very traditionalist, and so they end up like being pushed, not pushed in that way, but it's something that is important. This is going to be, we're going to have to, I always forget to really sort of cover my bases in terms of the of just making sure that I've got good influence. Now it's early days yet, but I do have to make sure that influence is looked after in these sort of worlds. I'm just going to put this one into auto survey. All right, we'll end our turn there. All right, so we have Cosmic Pioneers, so embark on a journey through the stars. These are the top 5 civilizations with the most colonized world. So we're coming third, which is not terrible. Here's our first erector. Now what we want to do through here is actually use this to start off, like these, it's very important with these, that these actually have a bigger range than other people. You can see the actually no, that's it there, sorry, I've had them around the wrong way. I thought these had a slightly bigger range, maybe they don't. But we can get 2 antimatter there, which will be important to us. Another couple of antimatter over there. Now where else have we got? We got Promethean back over this other side. Only one though. So we're not really seeing any other real resources. There's an approval relic there. Oh, there's Illyrium there actually. So we've got some Illyrium. I think that looking at what we've got available to us with the with both lots of these, it's going to be, this will sort of work out okay for us to make use of these, and that'll give us a good ability to be able to then use antimatter in like missile systems. Oh, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. I went too far. I actually went to exactly where I wanted to be. I wanted to cover Arcea with this particular station. Anyway, we'll do that one next turn. Yeah, so Arcea is covered by this station. There's nothing much else I can do. I can move up, which is still going to cover Arcea, but it will give me... That one should be okay. Let's have a look and see. Yeah, that still gets both of those. Arcea is still connected. We have less in around here though, but I think it still gives us more abilities to then cover as much ground in here as possible. So let's just go in here. This will become a mining base. So we have a bonus, we have a benefit of getting these. Our first antimatter mine. And we get mining drones. Grab that one. So we give a boost across to everything else that's around it. So ships and fleets get a beam, kinetic, and missile bonus from us having this particular mining base. So military star bases. These are mini military star bases as well for the Arceans. So Arcea is like really does make very, very good use of these. Let's go, and we've got this one coming in 5. I'm going to grab another couple of these, maybe even 3. Research now. We now have frigates that we can now go and build. We'll just choose new research. Yeah, we really do need to get the translator, so let's just go that way. It just hasn't shown up for us. Okay, we have another one of these. Now we have a fair few new ones that are in through here. We've got this one here. We get growth. We won't go that way. The approvals have already taken a bit of a hit. The ship ranges go down, but the hit points go up. That's actually not too bad. Experimental drives. So this is one that we unlocked before. So hit points go down, but moves go up. Land exploitation. Pollution goes up, we don't want that. Professionalism. Experience, that would be good, but not yet. Prototype defenses. This one here is nothing is more important than the lives of those brave enough to lead the charge into space. So we end up with +2 on everything. That's actually really, really cool. Shipyard stimulus. So this one here, we get the income goes down by 5%, but military goes up by 20, which means we're going to be able to build 1 turn faster for these 5-turn ships. That's, I think, is worth doing. We can always just flick these out. It doesn't cost anything to do this one here. And then we have manufacturing goes down, but hit points goes up. Let's go and do that one for now. Yeah, that's dropped a little bit, but it's going to mean that we're going to end up getting the these will now come every. Actually, they should be faster than what we saw there before, a little bit. Anyway, we'll watch what actually happens there. We'll end our turn. Foreign ship in our territory. It's just a probe. Okay, nothing much else we can do just yet. Yeah, Paul's saying I always pick prototype defences. I will when times get tough, but I need to get colony ships out and claiming these worlds. Looks like we're pushing culturally back because this is a core world. That's not a core world. Oh, they've taken this one as well. Damn it! I really wanted these. I wanted them. Event. So the crime syndicate. So intelligence reports reveal the presence of a sophisticated criminal syndicate on our planet Perseus 1. They're called the Zilrathi Syndicate, and they have offered a share of their profits in exchange for turning a blind eye. Alternatively, we could restore order by shutting down their operations. So this one here, what do we end up with? Get +2 wealth. The approval there for that one there. The syndicate has been eradicated. Peace and stability have returned. This is big. I think I'm going to go this way here for Perseus. Perseus is struggling anyway. Yes, we're only on 30% approval there, which is a big problem. To buy that one outright, what's it going to cost me? Way too much. Thanks for becoming a supporter there, Voxter. Very much appreciated. So no, that's great. So I will have like if you do get memberships like what Voxter's just done. I don't have any at the moment, but when I do release series of games, I will actually be when I've got the lot recorded, I put them available so that members can see them before anyone else can. I think there may be one in there, but I'm not sure. But ultimately, members do get. That's the one big benefit that I can give to members is that they end up when I schedule videos, and I don't have any really that I can do that with just yet. But when I do schedule them, they'll become available for members. So yeah, plus 50% smiling people for a year is very nice. Yeah, it is particularly for this world. Yeah, we need to get this established as well, but I need to get the happiness up. This is critically important. Yeah, money-wise, we still need to get to Durantium. And what's the Durantium going to cost me? I still can't do this one here. I need a universal translator. So actually, that's even another reason to get the universal translator. Yep, this is cool. Let's go next. They've picked up the Promethean. Now they do have a bonus because of the difficulty level. They can expand a little bit faster than what we can. Okay, survey report. So this one here is plus manufacturing to all their wells for 20 months, or get a Harmony beacon. Actually, that's going to be very useful. Increase the approval of the target well by 10% for 25 months. Creates a sustained sense of satisfaction and contentment amongst the inhabitants. Yes, for 20 months as well. I think I'm going to go this approval. Yeah, actually this is for all worlds though. Actually I might go that way, I think. There we go. So we need to now start to board some of these. We'll just get citizens in through this other side. That one's got good diligence. What have we got through there? We've got the very high intelligence there. Wow, the intelligence is just crazy on this world. Yeah, these are all improving and improving. Yeah, everyone is happy. Intelligence is only 3 there. It's 5 there. Yeah, I bored that one. Now research. So we've got research districts, orbital ship assembly. Now this is capacity of 10%. And it does lead to starship refits. This is interstellar navigation. We'll want this eventually, but not just yet. We'll go this way. Done. And we should now have an event. Okay, so this is communication. This is good. We also got the planet report. Alkid Earth, governor of Perseus I, is widely believed to be favouring personal friends at the expense of their world citizens. Our advisors have investigated the accusations and determined that they are false, and Alkid Ur hasn't done anything wrong. Still, there's a loud public outcry. Now, this is one of these things where we just will support them because it's the traditional thing to do. So we end up with less approval, but with more loyalty. And this is sort of what we would do. Like it's one of these things. We wouldn't do the nihilistic thing. We are very, very traditional. It's a shame that they got the Promethean, but anyway, trade offer. Here we go. So we give 3 antimatter, and they give us 70 credits. No, thank you. We'll reject that one. What have you got? Yeah, they don't have much credits. Yes, the Onyx Hive. Yeah, I don't think we can do anything else with them. We could do this one. Yeah, they'd be happy with that one. And that way we end up with getting... It starts to become more friendly. We might as well work with them, I think, at this stage. Oh, hang on. Didn't actually do that one. Trade proposal. And we accept this one. So they're actually happy with that one. Will they pay us any credits? Yeah, they'll be willing to pay some money for that. So why not? We'll take it. So this one here, we want to get out to this other side. And we've got a bit of money, so we can grab another governor for that one as well. Ah, there we go. Got some pirates. Okay, we're going to have to start building up fleets. All right, so what we actually have is we've got, this is the Mace, which is a frigate. We've just got the small pickets and the patrol ships as well. But this is a Mace, which has got kinetic attack of +1, beam attack of +2. Yeah, shields. It's got low shields. So it's got a bit of everything. Like this is actually okay. So we'll start to bring some of these in. And Cerberus shipyard is. We also want to be building one of these ships. Another backbone. Then we can start to bring. Oh, hang on. This one costs antimatter. Oh, I didn't realise that. I didn't realise that. Okay. Look, that's still going to be okay, I think. We ultimately should get a lot of antimatter. Actually, we do need to get erect this as well. I might ditch that second one here. At least we can now start to build things up a bit. Have to watch where these pirate ships go. They should only be moving at 2. Yeah, only moving at 2. Oh, damn it, they're heading over. They're heading over. We're not going to be able to get there in time. Something we don't want them to do. Yeah, they've been able to pick up everything. And that one there is useless, pretty much. Well, that's a real problem. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a colony ship that was heading over that way. Okay, so our society is at a crossroads. While our citizens are excited at the progress we've made as a civilization, they remain fearful and uncertain about what will happen next. Our advisors believe that they need to see that we have a direction. We should establish a new public mission to clearly communicate what our goals are. Start a mission to colonize 3 worlds. That would be okay. Start a mission to research 5 technologies, or start a mission to construct 3 star bases. All of those are important to us, to be honest, but the star base is probably more so than anything. Let's just go ahead. Please don't claim. Let's close that one. And we have another one, so we'll just go and grab... What do you like? Diligence is average, that's okay. Done. Yeah, that one's not worth it. We do actually have this world here, which has got a bit of wealth. I might just grab that one, because it's nice and close to Arcea. Okay, food-grown hammer has a distinct taste. And we had this one before, didn't we? To invite more colonists, so collectivism increases. Yeah, +3 to farming. Now that's on this particular world. I can't actually reduce this one down. +5 to wealth. Wealth is always something that's actually down to 3 food. I think I might grab the food. Yeah, it's just going to boost the food output. Ah, they took that one. That's fine. They took the... That's still a good one, but it's only poor. Whereas if we claim this one here, we should then be able to culture flip these other small planets. So they've gone with the small ones, which give big boosts to things, but we'll go with these here, which won't give us and then we'll put governors on them, and that way we should be able to ultimately culture flip them. In fact, we may go out of our way to do that, I think. Appoint a governor. So, yep, we've identified at least one planet we've colonized large enough to warrant a governor. Yep, that's okay. We'll fill that position. Now, hammer is size 12. I'm not going to do it with hammer, though, at this stage. That one can have a governor on board, but it's this one here that I want. Okay, that's good. Now, we want to grab ourselves a governor for this one here. And we want, in this case, there is food, but the high diligence. This one here is +2 diligence and asteroid miner. Former sailor. Let's go this way. Oops, hang on. There we go. Now we're going to have problems with pollution here, and it's funny because it was saying that food was up, so we do have the +2 food there. Got research back over that side. I think I'm going to move this one down. Yeah, +2 approval. If I move this one down into this position here, that will then boost the approval that we get from that one there. This one here as well, the generator where we get the +2. If I place that in the middle here, we can then use that to really boost the manufacturing in around this other side. The Heritage Centre. Yeah, plus this is adjacency for... we don't need to rush that one as such. Hall of Tradition, we don't need that one either. Yeah, I won't rush any of these. Build the shipyard as well. So approval is lowish on this world. We can get up to 4 citizens on it. Throw that one in there. Alright, so eventually they should culture flip anything else that's around this. I'll let them have that other little world. And we should find more, even more of the antimatter back at this other location. Now we do actually have this where we can get the Gerantium for 48. So let's go and grab that one twice. We need 2 of those. And antimatter, we can sell them for a fair amount at this stage. So we'll just make some money back. So we can start to now trade that way. Now KREL has got like a high pollution of 39%. So what we do want to have here is an atmospheric cleanser. And Perseus also has, when we hover over it, you can see their pollution 41%. So we use the other Gerantium then to get this atmospheric cleanser in there as well. That way we're going to reduce the pollution, which will increase the approval, which will increase the output of everything, which will be important. Okay, so that's all fine, that's all good. Yeah, we haven't got the... yeah, that one's coming eventually. Approval, I might actually push this one out just so we can start to build ships, which will be important. Okay, we've done this one here. Work has only begun. That's fine, that's good. End our turn. You can see there we really are pushing this culture out now because we've got a governor on board. This will actually this will work fairly well for us, and same over here as well. Eventually we'll end up getting these. Now we are building now the mace, and then we've got the erector. Yep, that's all good. Okay, Crystal Resonance. The Onyx Hive have come to you with a proposal. We have detected harmonics that are beyond our imagination. We're willing to share knowledge on how to detect these harmonics, which should aid your science, but in return we want access to some of your worlds that have unique crystalline formations. So if we do this one, the ancient knowledge of the universe is invaluable. We accept. So -2 approval for 20 months. Or no thank you. I think we'll do this in this case. Now we've got orbital ship assembly. So our capability on our ships now goes up. So if we design the ships, we can now sort of do more with them. Subspace scanning, this will then show us where the others are hidden. But I think space weapons, let's just go and get the basics here. If you have a look at the Tech Navigator and just see where we are now. Space weapons will then lead to weapon systems, which will then lead to the specialization of energy railguns and missile systems, which is where we want to be. We want to be heading out to here. We also have already the do we have? No, we don't have. We've got the orbital ship assembly back in through here now. We've got the frigates released in through this other side. We're going to be able to start to move towards battle cruisers back over here. So this is still a long way off, just in terms of military. And also, we don't have evasive tactics yet. So we want to get this one so we can then start to get armor and shielding. So that's going to be important for us as well. So this is important. This is important. Actually, this one's important as well, which is what we're going to get right now. Governance. Now, hyperwave radio. We do want to get this because this will then unlock the different command ships and also the trade networks. Actually, this is probably the most important one for us to look for now. Colonization. Yep, this we haven't even started this yet. Engineering. Yeah, we don't have to worry about that one so much. You know, I'm thinking if we can get hyperwave radio now. Just click on done and just go back in. Weapon systems, there are only 2. Let's get hyperwave radio. That's going to be important. We've got a bit of money, and the reason that this is important, if we have a look back at the leaders and go to the command ships, actually we can get the Venge already. So we can grab this one. Alien ship of unknown origin. The Arceans found and equipped it to serve their purposes. It is just a flagship. Yeah, so these require hyperwave radio. Before we get this one here, the increase hit points based on the commander's diligence, and increase attack based on the commander's resolve. None of those have got very good diligence at all. So we want sort of a combination of these two. He's pretty good, but we can't use him. That's us. So recruitment, 10-8, 9-13 is good. Yeah, we can grab him. Yeah, we can grab him right away, actually. I think we might do that, even though it leaves us with hardly any money. Let's just go to the command ships. So the Venge is just another flagship, which means it can go off and do other sort of scouting and stuff. Let's bring that one in. So that one's then going to spawn in here. And so this one's going to come in with 17. These are not very powerful ships. I mean, they're good enough for going against pirates and stuff like this, but they don't really have any other real big benefit. Yeah, so I'm just going to get this one just to auto survey. Okay, so your flagship discovers an ancient artifact, a mysterious object with immense power. So what does this one do? Temporarily boost productivity. So this one here, +1 manufacturing to all our worlds. We had this one before as well. Yeah, it's only going to work for 20 months. I think we'll keep on boosting manufacturing, because we are trying to sort of build at this stage. So Cerberus, just want sort of a middle of the road character in through here. We've got diligence of 4, 5, and 3. I'll just get the 4 at this stage. Just click on done. So situation report. We're getting lots of reports from our people regarding the ease of working with your people. The open borders treaty that exists between our peoples has greatly improved commerce and relations between our... Yeah, this is good. So we'll sort of be heading towards trading with them. Like, we are playing peacefully, but we will still try to culture flip. That's pretty much what our strategy is going to be at this stage. Because these are a friendly faction. So if we have a quick look at diplomacy, yeah, so they're trending. Like they're still sort of they're cordial at this point in time, but trending up. So there's cultural differences there, -1, but everything else is we've got +1s everywhere else. This is good. So that's great. And so we'll end up getting trade with them. That will then improve our money. So we'll sort of head towards that way. Hi Marco, how are you going? Saying hi Daz and Merry Christmas. And Merry Christmas to you guys as well. So Coach is also saying, does giving them access give you anything nice? As in the open borders? It just means we can go through without causing diplomatic incidents. And so we end up with, like, again, everything in the game is exposed. And so when we have a look at this one, we can see exactly what's going on. That open borders treaty is worth +1 to us, which overcomes the cultural differences. And so slowly over time, they just get friendlier and friendlier, which is what we want. And so we ultimately be wanting to, trade technologies and things like this. If we have a look and if we speak to them, trade proposal, do they have anything else that they've got? Yeah, we can't trade just yet, but it's going to get better and better. So anyway, that's eventually they're going to we're going to be able to sort of swap technologies and stuff. So enemy of the state. One of our esteemed generals has dared to stage a coup against me. We have successfully thwarted his treacherous plans, but he managed to evade our forces and taken refuge on your homeworld. It is the utmost importance that you cooperate in delivering this traitor back to us. Now this one here is totalitarianism. It goes up, but the relations go up again for 50 months. So if we do this one here, yeah, no, we're going to do this one here. Yeah, we'll just keep them on side because we do want them to be friendly. Now we've got this ship. This backbone ship needs to come across to this one. That's pretty much all we can do at this stage. Yeah, we definitely want to grab them ourselves. Just see if there's any other resources that sort of stand out. That's the only Illyrium that we've seen. There should be more in here that we haven't spotted yet. Alright, we'll just continue on. Research complete. It looks like they're going to take that little world. They may not be able to actually. Yeah, that's another colony ship. I don't know if they can do that when it's inside our territory, even though they've got like open borders. I don't know that they can actually go and do that one. We'll find out soon enough, I guess. This flagship has now also improved. We've got antimatter warheads. I will grab that one just to increase our total attack abilities. Now, interstellar navigation, starship refits. This one heads then towards battle cruisers, which is a bit too much for us at the moment, but getting that one for 6 is actually quite cool. Yeah, let's go that way. Done. Alright, so we have the prototype defences. This is really, really good. I think we're now heading towards that stage. So I think we'll just go this way without looking at the others. Just click on done. I don't know if they can pick that one. I don't think they can while it's inside our territory. Now, this is the AES spotter. I don't know how we got this one. Oh well, we'll head on out and get it to get stuff as well. Okay, so Cerberus Planet Report saying, you may recall the Dreadlord archive we found in Cerberus 2. You may also recall we decided to use it. Unfortunately, our interaction with the Dreadlord archive has had an unfortunate and alarming consequence. A massive Dreadlord ship has been summoned into a nearby star system. This formidable vessel poses a significant threat to our security and demands immediate attention. So the Dreadlord ship should be easy to find. It will be the one bristling with weapons of death. Alright, so that's not going to be good. Where is it? Where the hell is it? Okay, we're not prepared for this at all. Oh, is that it? Yeah, this is it here. Okay, this is way beyond what we can do. So this is we're not going to be able to really take this one on. So this ship is yeah, completely something we cannot deal with. The Revenge 1. Wow, what's it got? If I just press shift, I should be able to keep that one in and just have a look and see. It's got kinetic attacks. So it only uses kinetics. It only moves at 4 as well. Only moves at 4. Now, I think it's just going to be wild and just go everywhere. I don't think it can do much else against us as long as we don't have things in space. Like if we keep ships away from it, we should be safe enough. All right, so that's in the K-Rail system. Oh, it's targeting us. Oh, they did claim it. They did claim it. Okay, so what can we do with this? There's only one uncolonized planet, which is that crappy one. All right, well, that's all we can do. Let's just go for this one here at this stage. This should culture flip at some point. So so we will actually keep on attempting to do things. We're going to have to stay. Now these have. So this is a Zuranj Fleet 2. This is essentially just full of small aliens, like flying aliens. But this one here is the problem. That is the problem. So it'll come and destroy all this sort of stuff as well. Our best bet, I think, is to build a military base back over through here. How far off are we? We're getting the mace next turn. It's the erector that we actually need. Yeah, 11 turns for that one, which is going to be too far off. Okay, well, we'll see how we go. It's slow. That's the one benefit we actually have. Now, Cerberus. So, yeah, unfortunately, this is the thing that caused the problem there. We've now finished building what we were building. Now, this one here is gives us influence growth. This is a civilization achievement. Allows us to communicate with any and all colonies more effectively. Yeah, I won't worry about that one so far. Heritage Centre. Tourism, wealth and influence. I think I'm just going to go with wealth in here. Now this one here is tourism and wealth. We don't have any that's tourism there. We don't have anything that we can really make good use of that one yet. This one here is adjacency per level is... Now we had a better planet for that one. This one here. I think we might just position this one in here just so we sort of know that that's what we're going to use it for. So the bonus per level... sorry, it's only the adjacency... No, that's tourism. So even that's not going to help me that much. Yeah, no, that's not going to help me. K-Rail is still building that one. And Cerberus back in through here. Heritage Centre. Yeah, it doesn't really help us. I think I'm just going to build financial district in there just to get our money up. Food is doing okay, but let's just go and throw another food location and agriculture district in there. So we'll just get these basic things built. Now, one thing while we're watching this one here, it's only got a like it can't invade planets. Like the actual the conquest rating is only 3. So our planets are safe. It's only stuff in space. They can still attack. Like if we've got defenders, they can still attack the defenders. They can attack space stations. Looks like they're coming after our stuff anyway. Little ship. So the mace we'll throw back into here. Actually, the mace, it does have, if we have a look at the mace that we've got, this is the fighter. The mace has got a combat rating of only 4. It does do a Oh, so hang on, it's got a beam attack. I thought these actually had missiles. Might have to rejig that, I think. We've got these now as well. So Code of Law, add an additional policy slot, or social ties. Citizens of your species no longer generate crime. Actually, that's pretty cool. That would be good. I can get one everywhere. Individualism. Spawn the independence. Don't really need that one. Totalitarianism. Control we don't need. Colony ships we don't need as well. That's actually not bad. We are doing fairly well with technology, so that would actually work in fairly well with us. Pacifism. 3 construction ships join you. Wow, that would be really useful. Let's go this way, actually. Done. So we're all 3. Okay, we're going to build in close to here, I think. Okay, we've got these are all the different colonies. These are all the different constructors and things that we ended up getting. So we do want to go and build a one in close into here. This one's communications. This will then culture flip that world. The economic one. Let's go this way for now. That one cost uranium. Let's build up the defences on these as well. I've only got one more module actually. You know what I should do? I think I should really send this one down to help out down further down. I'll move it back this other side. We do need to get a military starbase in here at Cerberus or at the homeworld. I think they're coming towards Cerberus, so let's just go and build a military starbase in here. And I've only got the one module at this stage. You can get advanced defences as well, but it requires modules. Yeah, we can't build modules on there. Let's go back to Arcea. We don't have the ability to build modules at this stage. Okay, we're going to have to research that. Now, I'm looking at the time, guys. I'm going to have to actually make a move. So I've actually got to go to the beach. Got a surf patrol this morning, so so I've got to get ready for that one. But thanks for watching, and I hope you have had a Merry Christmas. I'm guessing you'd be winding up, most of you now, for the end of the day. I guess if you're in America, maybe you're still maybe sort of early like mid-afternoon, maybe. I'm not sure. Anyway, I hope you are having a great Christmas, and yeah, I'll be back again. I'll be back on Twitch again tomorrow, I think, but I do actually have other videos which I'm going to be recording over the next few days. So anyway, guys, I'll catch it then, and I do want to come back and do like a best of 2023 at some point, and sort of just go through the games that that have come across that, because it's been a very, very good year. There's a lot of really good games coming next year as well. So anyway, guys, I'll leave it there. Thanks for watching. I'll catch